Dweezil.
What is going on, everyone? My name is HydroxideAnt, and we are welcomed to have Derrick. He's there, I swear. And Kyle on today's show. This is Kyle. We do have another guest, I believe, showing up eventually. So we will see once they are around. Hope everyone is having themselves a wonderful Saturday evening. Hope you didn't work as long as I did today. For the love of God, I hope you did not. And if you did, I am sorry. I'm sorry. Because, no one should work this long on the weekend. However, so we have a question of the week. Don't know why I came up with it. I was in a rush today. I basically sat down on my computer, was like, okay, podcast time. Wait, need a question of the week. Alright, just shake my brain, first thing that pops out there, condiments. Cool. Don't know why condiments are the first thing to pop in my mind. Maybe I'm a little hungry. So, I feel like, Derrick, I know yours, but I don't know if this is going to be right. Derrick, is your favorite condiment hot sauce?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. All right.
That was going to be my answer to you.
Yeah, okay. I feel like you're such a hot sauce connoisseur at this point. That just makes sense.
Next favorite after that is yellow mustard, like Kyle.
Okay. We haven't heard Kyle's response yet. There's no way Kyle yelled it out pre-show or anything. Hey, yeah. Kyle, what's your favorite condiment? I want to guess yellow mustard.
Don't need to know weird fucking mustards. No, honey mustard, that shit's garbage.
Yeah, I don't like honey mustard.
Yeah.
I like honey mustard. I think honey mustard is delicious.
Too sweet.
That's why I like it. I don't like normal mustard because it tastes like mustard.
You like vinegars?
Nah. What do you mean by like vinegars?
What do you put on a pretzel?
I can't eat those most of the time.
That's right.
So, I don't.
Hot dog?
You put on some sort of, relish, whatever you got going on. And, I do put ketchup occasionally,
Relish was your number one answer to that? Okay.
Okay. You do like good things. We have Ashley in chat and Pie. Ashley says pie is a dino. That can mean so many things. Are you calling Pie old? Because she's not older than anyone in this TeamSpeak right now. That's
correct.
Pie is a dino. Pie, how is wedding stuff? When is the wedding stuff going to? She just yelled as loud as a dino. Oh, because I apologies, Pie. I don't know when you said you were doing wedding stuff too. I just know it was encompassing this time during this week. The wedding was yesterday. Oh, wait a second. It was great. Hypothetically speaking, you're recovering. Are you free then? I'm not trying to steal you onto the podcast or anything if you're free. That might be what I'm doing. I honestly assumed you were still at wedding stuff. Oh, I mean, could you pretend to go AFK? And no, just kidding. That would. I'm free. LOL. Interesting. I honestly, apologies, Pie. I thought that you were doing wedding stuff all weekend because my brain says weddings on weekend. Don't know why. Doesn't matter how hard
Saturday.
you try. Just keep that in mind. That's all I got. Yeah, Pie, if you're free, pop into Team so you can all drag you. Derrick always asks for an adult, and I will be the adult. No, you're good. I can join if you want. Pop in. Hell yeah.
I'm not allowed to be an adult.
By his own hand and in TeamSpeak by other people's hands.
Well,
rightfully so, by the way. You were given admin for a second and did nothing with it.
Yeah.
I like Dave's approach.
Yeah,
just
smart.
kick Steve?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dave is very bold. He's a bold soul.
I was just kind of hoping Steve would forget.
Oh, like that he left it on you?
Yeah.
He's too good for that. You can't expect Steve to forget. Steve is big brain boy. He is known as Big Brain USA, man.
He's also kicked this thing like 7 times. So.
He does kick flips in his free time? What?
Yep.
I've never known him to skate, but who knows?
I haven't seen his hair. Of course he skates.
That's true. He does have great hair. I don't. Have you seen his hair?
In pictures.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, wait a second. All right. So the entire TeamSpeak channel, I think, is Pi. So I'm gonna take Pi. There is Pi. Hi, Pi. Pi. I feel like I know the answer to this as well. I feel like you and Derrick share the same answer. But what is your favorite condiment?
Hot sauce.
Hot sauce. Yeah. Okay. So this is a question for you and Derrick. Is there anything you won't put hot sauce on that isn't like a crazy ask?
Yes,
like, is there like a normal food that's not like?
Steak.
I'm not saying that like.
Well, that'd be fucking.
I will not ruin a steak.
Okay, interesting. Because like, and again, I'm not asking you. Would you not put hot sauce on like a cake or something? Because that's next level. And if you do that, respect. But I'm not expecting that you do that. But steak is where you wouldn't put hot sauce.
Steak or what else? I'm a big believer in just mustard on my hot dogs.
Hell
personally.
yeah. Mustard
I don't really
cheese,
put
baby.
I don't put it on my hot dogs really.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, there's not a lot of products that I would put hot sauce on. Like
I like having hot sauce. Like I put like if I'm like dipping tortilla chips in something, I'll do hot sauce or chicken.
And what?
yeah.
They
Hold on, don't
they
actually
love
get
hot
salsa,
sauce.
You just straight up hot sauce?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Concern.
Well, Kyle, you're like mayo is spicy kind of person. So
Mild hot sauce, mild salsa. Thank you. It's spicy, but
Okay,
I still
so
eat it.
No.
yeah, it's not, but okay.
I'm not gonna go for mayo. Fuck.
So
even like mayo.
are you saying that mayo is spicy?
No, I don't even like mayo.
I need to.
I
I
mean,
don't like
mayo's
mayo.
disgusting.
I don't like mayo either, but it's just a funny thing to say.
Yeah, I also don't like mayo. Mayo's gross.
Mayo is important in some recipes, but I never would eat mayo really by itself, like or on like a sandwich or anything like a lot of people do. Not really my kind of thing.
Like it's fine on a McChicken, but you know what I mean. Like that's about all
I mean,
it goes.
I feel like that's just what a McChicken is, or in certain
Yeah.
cases like that. But yeah, okay. So, I haven't given a straight answer for my favorite condiment because it's
You have
hard.
not.
So one of my favorite condiments that Derrick and Kyle don't like is definitely honey mustard's up there.
Ugh.
Very much like honey mustard. But I also like, man, a good barbecue sauce might be one of my favorite. I'm gonna go like with a good barbecue sauce. I'm a big fan of like honey barbecue. But I just like honey things. I think I just like sweet things. Yeah.
Say honey
Alright.
mustard, honey barbecue. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a trend.
There's a trend.
Maybe turn
here.
just likes honey.
Yeah,
Why don't you pick honey?
Oh, I'm a bear. I must be a bear. I like honey. Oh, that makes so
You're
much
now
sense.
Pie's cat or dog.
I am I am Pie's cat dog. Meow,
Yeah.
bark.
The ankle biter.
The ankle biter.
Bark
Excuse
meow.
me. He has never been anybody ever.
Uh huh.
Ever. My last dog did. This
But
dog
if he
has
did,
not.
it's all you can reach. Is what I'm saying.
So I'm just saying that if Pie's bear were to attack, it'd be for the throat. That's
Probably.
a bear, Kyle.
I don't know how
It's
we
a
get
bear.
there.
It's a bear, Kyle. What
It's
do
a
you mean?
bear.
How is he gonna get there?
I mean, bears are cuddly. Okay.
Like
Exactly.
so, like I think Kyle, you're confusing bears. So we're actually talking about the animal here.
Yeah.
We're not talking about the term for a large gay man.
No, I used to live beside a family of black bears. They were sweet.
I'm not going to talk about where my mind went.
On a bike ride every day. There's no black people where I live 2021.
Can we get exclamation point, Kyle? This just feels wrong.
What do you, you're the one who brought it up.
I
This is
didn't
your
make
fault.
you say a single
You
thing.
did. This
No,
is
I did
exactly
not.
your fault. You These are your words out of my mouth.
That's not true at all. put that shit
clarification.
back where it came from, bro. So help me.
Really requires the clarification.
I did not. I said I was not going to say what my thought was, and then you said something out loud.
You need the clarification.
Alright, anyway, reason number 875 to ban Kyle.
Doubt.
Yeah.
Probably nothing wrong.
You're right, the number is probably way higher. The number's way higher in the time that Pi has known you.
I was gonna say, even just in the last, like, what, 4 months?
Yeah.
It's probably higher than that, yeah.
And Kyle, keep in mind the difference in time between that I've known you and had Pi has known you.
I'm innocent.
I don't think anyone would believe you.
No.
There's a whole bind in chat about it.
Yeah, but
There's
so does
actually
Reese.
multiple.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so I just would like to point out...
And Limbos.
Oh, those... They're dooming themselves. One day that will come back to bite them.
Doubt.
You started to get, like, a little bit, like, out there. I think, was it in Limbo's chat one day?
The good thing is I have the ability to change that command very quickly. So.
See, yeah.
We're good, we're good.
Yeah, exactly.
Bases are covered.
Well, Pi actually, I believe, has an editor over there.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm
I don't
also
think
the
it
one that
matters.
made that command in the first place, so...
True.
Just saying.
Wait, you made the wrong exclamation point, Kyle?
He was being good in Limbo's chat, you know?
Okay, so... Alright, so... Base picture this, Pi. That's one that you take a little bit of a journey. You are a mouse. Okay? You're a mouse, and you are...
Stuff like that, okay.
You're a mouse, and you're in the house, and you see, oh my god, a piece of cheese. And you only saw the cheese. You didn't look around, and you went straight for the cheese. And you know what happens? The little mouse trap. Bam! You're dead. Gotcha. The rest of the mouse trap is Kyle.
I understand.
Kyle's the mousetrap, but he can show you
Am I
cheese every
also
now
the
and then. He will show you cheese, but be the mousetrap at the same time. He's there to lure you
So you're
into a
saying
false sense of
I have
security.
to go murder Pi. Okay, gotcha.
Okay, let's not and say we didn't.
Let's not and say we didn't.
I heard this
that's
is Tony's demand of me.
Oh, this is not
Tony.
like a demand at all.
Tony, don't let
Sugar
him kill
in
me.
chat. Hey, Sugar's in the team speak. Sugar. Hey, Sugar. What is going on? How is your Saturday going? I'm glad we can have these conversations, Sugar. I really appreciate these conversations. It's really when you learn a deeper connect. You didn't say anything if you were talking, by the way. That's why I'm going on this show.
Hi. I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
I didn't say anything.
Sugar, what's your favorite condiment?
I heard... Okay, it cut off at the end, so I heard,
What's your favorite condiment?
Oh, okay.
I'm not asking your favorite condom brand. That's not where this conversation
Or
is going.
flavor.
Or flavor, or scent, or
I
anything.
heard condom.
Condiment, as in something you would put on a... No, Tony.
Yeah,
I almost said something you'd put on like a hot dog, but that still could be the first one.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, something
honey
you'd
beer
put
mustard.
on.
I
Honey
like
beer
that.
mustard. Honey beer mustard. Honey beer mustard. I hope I would say it enough times that it's starting to make sense in my head, and it just still hasn't done. So what is honey beer mustard?
It's kind of exactly how it sounds. So,
It's honey mustard, but you have beer.
No, it's mustard
Mustard.
with honey.
Honey.
With raw honey, actually. You have to use raw honey. Don't use, like, the...
You stealing it straight from the
sugared
beehive.
Yeah. And you
No,
use
so no you, honey.
beer. Yeah. It depends on the beer, I think. I don't know.
You just
Exactly.
have this?
I just have... What do you mean? Like...
You just
No,
have
I
this like
make
laying
it.
around? Oh, you make it. Okay.
Basically, you take honey mustard and you put
you put beer in it.
Only a small amount of it though, so it doesn't get too liquidy.
Small amount of beer or a small amount of honey mustard?
Beer.
Okay.
If you put a small amount of honey mustard,
It's be a weird drink.
I think the liquid would just be too
I can't see it
disgusting
mixing
to
very well.
eat.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't mix very well in the beginning, but you only put a small amount of beer in it to the point where it's like you don't want it to become a liquid from a mustard.
Okay.
Because what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to take the rest of the beer and baste your sausages in it.
Oh.
I don't do that.
You're welcome, Ashley.
Sausages, bratwurst. Yeah.
And Ashley, we might have said Condiment. Good morning. Okay, now you go. Now you can go to sleep. I'm glad the good night quack has satisfied your sleep demon, and your demon has now let you sleep. I'm very tired. Please don't listen to the words I'm saying. I am tired, but I'm also wired on G Fuel. I've had a few too many today.
Nice.
Oh goodness.
There you go.
I had
How
to get
many
through the
G
day
Fuels did you
somehow.
have?
3 today.
3.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I worked from 8 to 8 today. Started at 8 a.m. I went to 8 p.m. I covered 6 events today. I covered one breaking news story. I am tired, but I'm also wired out of my mind. So basically what this means is I'm awake, but I'm not really here. So whatever I say, garbanzo beans.
That makes sense.
Ashley said, I am the demon. What do you mean? So this is a question. So you know, like how a mailman has a mailman, and the mailman doesn't deliver their own mail?
You don't know that?
Demon, that's possible. There probably are cases in which a mailman delivers their own mail, unless there's a rule against that, which I don't know. I don't know any mailmen to ask that question.
I highly doubt that's not a rule. I highly doubt that's a rule.
Probably.
It wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, it would be weird. But, okay, so like a mailman has a mailman that delivers their mail, hypothetically speaking. Does a demon have a demon? Like, do demons have demons?
Yes.
Yeah, they're called humans.
Yeah, oh, okay, so Ashley has a human. Oh, is that pie?
No.
Oh, you're not Ashley's human.
No.
No.
I'm Bear's human.
Bear's human.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Does that mean I just called my own dog a demon? He's not a demon. He's great.
He's adorable.
Yes.
Yeah. It is questionable
What?
that you have a bear living in the house with you. I do happen to think that you're going to end up on a storyline that says something like Florida Man, except Colorado.
Colorado girl.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Why is everyone asking me if it's pie? Pie is delicious. And Pie is a good person.
Oh.
I was talking about the food for... Anyways. First Chroma, now you. When did Chroma ask you... I'm confused.
Oh, so Ashley sent a TikTok over Snapchat to a few people earlier where it was like, if I make this trick shot, the person you sent this to has to send
I
you
opened that
booty
while
pics.
working.
Yeah. Great. So she sent it to Chroma, and then Chroma responded something along the lines of, I'm not pie, what do you mean?
Oh.
Yes.
Makes sense. Well, Ashley, you do tell people that you and Pie are married. So, I feel
Wait,
like...
what?
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 Nothing. I'm just joking. That's what the wedding was this weekend, right? Yesterday, you and Ashley? I'm still, I think you might have jokingly mentioned once, Ashley, that you might have. I don't even know. My brain, you know the form and of what, like, a jelly is? And I picture that inside someone's head. That's where my brain is currently. I'm just spouting nonsense. That was for... Right.
Yeah.
I forgot the context. Context. Apologies. But you did say it once then. So as Derrick would say, I am technically correct, which is the best type of correct, which Derrick would say because it's a reference. But
yes, it is a reference to Futurama.
Which Futurama is a great, great show.
It really is.
I loved Futurama so much. Haha, dumbass. I've never claimed to be intelligent. Actually, if you ever ask me about my intelligence, I will tell you I'm very dumb. That's really how that conversation goes. Okay, well, I guess we're married. Oh, well, have fun. Does Ashley have a green card now?
I was just gonna say, how does this work? Do I get tax benefits out of this? Like,
Yeah.
if she gets
Also,
a green card, what's my benefit?
Do you get what colors does Belgium use?
For their flag?
Yeah.
Yellow, red, and black.
Do you get like a yellow card and a red card or soccer?
Yeah, that's
black card is not something you can use. Ashley, what's your favorite color?
Pink.
But you get a pink card. It kind of sounds like you have a card that has the singer Pink on it. Red. She said red.
Red.
Oh, a red card is again the soccer thing, and it just sounds like we're rejecting pie from somewhere, and it's just
Yeah. I mean, that's fair.
As far as I know, she didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, it's just light red. That's all.
I shit
Not
on
pink,
America
it's
a
light
lot,
red.
so like they could kick me out, and like
Oh.
that would make sense. I do
Okay.
talk a lot of shit about our country.
Ashley's very angry that you didn't know it was red.
What? Literally everywhere, everything that she does is pink. Why would it be red?
Ashley, if it makes you feel any worse, I also did not know your favorite color is red. Or does it make you feel better that the colorblind person doesn't know your favorite color? I think I know Kyle's favorite color.
Yeah.
Kyle's favorite color is blue.
Yeah, but which blue?
Look like I know. Dude, come on. Give me something here.
There's more than one blue?
Like, I know there's more than one blue, but, like I don't... But is there, like, a specific blue that you like?
Most of them.
Most of them?
That's not specific.
That's not one of them. You asked me which one. I feel like you're playing with my heartstrings here, Kyle.
I am.
You know, I felt like I was really proud that I knew your favorite color. So welcome to the What's Your Favorite Color game. Hey, Derrick, what's your favorite color?
Let's go with red.
Hey, Pi, what's your favorite color?
I need to say teal or like pastel pink.
Word. Sugar.
Yes.
What is your favorite color?
Mint green.
It tastes
Nice.
minty.
I would hope.
They told me to stop eating paint, though.
Why? I thought it had like fiber and nutrients.
Just gets you really high.
Nice.
It's not even from eating, it's just a fumes.
Eating it just gets like extra pizzazz, you know?
It just coats your insides and doctors get very scared.
No, my doctor. I'm sure your doctor hates you. My doctor hates me. It's okay.
Yeah, hey, it's the revolving door of hatred.
Yeah.
Yeah, so... Ashley said Lamau at some point during the last little bit. This might come as a shock to you, but I don't have a favorite color.
Really? Why?
Never really saw something that I'm like, that's me. Like, I have articles of clothing that I like. So whatever that is, you know, I like that. What is it, Ashley? Did Timmy fall down a well? Limbo knows
Not
my
Timmy.
favorite color. What's Limbo's favorite color? Can you ask Limbo to come in here and tell me his favorite color?
I know his favorite color. I forgot. I'm a terrible friend.
It's green. I'm gonna say it's green.
Oh, I got this.
Oh.
Hey, Limbo, Tony's asking you to come, and what's your favorite color? No?
No to the
What's your
coming or the
favorite
favorite color part. Because
Say
Yeah.
which part?
this pause is killing me.
Teal and the one that's like teal.
Turquoise.
I'm assuming turquoise or seafoam green or something.
Seafoam
gotcha,
green. What a
gotcha.
shout.
Seafoam green? That'll work. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, reporter Kyle.
Thank you. That's, yep.
Okay, thank you.
There we go. I did it. Yep. Yeah.
Thank you.
I helped.
Appreciate it. No, yeah, you actually you did a great service today.
Yep.
Thank you. Every time I kept asking you guys what your favorite color, I kept hearing, Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite color?
Every time.
In my head,
Yep.
yeah. Have you ever
Buddy
seen
the
the
Elf.
movie Elf
Yes.
with Will Ferrell?
I hate Will Ferrell.
Oh, that's really
Oh.
unfortunate because in the movie Elf, he answers his dad's phone and says, Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite color? And his dad rips the phone away from him and hangs it up because a grown man just asked someone a favorite color on a business call.
I mean,
I don't know, I found
here's some of the shit that I talk about on calls, but it's
No, really don't.
What do you mean,
I-
work
yeah.
calls, Tony. Jesus.
I mean, you say Pog. You said Pog the one time.
Yes, I say Pog a lot.
Like on work call, though. I mean, or do you do that a lot now?
On work calls, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, never mind.
The first time was funny though. I was like,
Whoops.
because it's too American, and I'm like, oh shit, you probably actually like have a chance of knowing what that is because he wasn't old.
Yeah.
Uh,
Have you ever heard of twitch.tv/HydroxideAnt?
A great question.
See, Kyle, if
No.
you ever say Pog, I want you to follow it with that. Just plug the Twitch channel. I know it's for your work, but
just paste it in the Zoom chat. It's okay.
yeah,
honestly.
it's
Yeah.
be like, by the way, could you also follow this?
Every time I go to give them documentation links, I just kind of slip that in there.
Yeah, it's like whatever links you do. If you have like 5 links, the third one is just my Twitch channel. Did you mean to set all these? Yes, especially the middle one.
Here's how I know you didn't read all the words. You didn't follow Hydroxide.
His follower count did not change. So you obviously that would be an interesting bait, though.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it.
Yeah, it's like I linked Amaranth and you said nothing.
Exactly. I've almost sent like let me Google that for you so many times just to see if they actually fucking click it.
Yeah, that's funny.
There's a lot like non company stuff, and I'm like, you should just know that and or Google it. Stupid. Like fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very random questions pop in my head. Do you guys like clicky pens or non-clicky pens?
Clicky.
Non-clicky.
Oh.
Derrick?
I'm not partial to pens at all.
Okay. Sugar, do you like clicky pens or non-clicky pens?
I love clicky pens.
Okay. So, Kyle, why do you hate fun?
Because they're shit. So I like them for anything other than pens. Like it's fun. They're fun to play with, but they're not good pens. I prefer a pen with like the comes with like the giant fucking ink tank on them, and then like if you just like kind of like press down a little bit with it, the shit just flows out. I need that,
Oh. I like to click them.
but they don't write well.
I don't write well.
Yeah. Same. But,
So like I saw to me like there isn't going to be a drastic difference between like a really nice pen and like a bad pen. It's just like my handwriting was garbage anyway. There's really like if you improve it, it's still not worth anything.
that's what I mean. Like, why should I have to like press as hard to get the same garbage out when I can just kind of like scribble?
I feel like I press hard when I write regardless.
Oh, okay. You need better pens, Tony.
I do it with pencils too. I used to break the point of my pencil all the time.
That's because you need to. You don't need to with these ones. You can just relax your hand and just fucking scribble away and not be able to read it later, and it'll be okay.
So growing up, I was told I held my pen like a lefty, and I still don't know what that means.
What?
That sounds like discrimination, but okay.
Get on camera and show me. I need to see you holding a pen.
Yeah, I don't. I'll have to do it when I'm not thinking about it.
That
It's
actually
gonna
is hilarious. You hold it like a lefty. It's in my left hand. Yep.
I wrote with my right hand, but I do write with both hands.
Oh.
So I don't know if I told this on the podcast, but one thing that I used to love doing, I did it in college pretty much exclusively. Every time my professors would turn their back, I'd switch hands when I was writing. But just in case, just to see if they ever were paying attention.
So hear me out. I think I found out why your writing's bad.
Because I write both hands.
It's because you don't focus on one. Yeah.
It's true. Ashley's redeemed 2 quacks. And thank you, Ashley.
I gotta tell Ashley that she needs to use her points more. Like, at least she's redeemed 3 quacks tonight and used 1,500 points when she could have
used 1,400.
Exactly. You gotta be smart with your points here.
Ashley,
What do you mean now?
Ashley said even Reese knows my favorite color. I know
wow.
Reese's favorite color. It's green.
Green.
Yeah.
Bye, fuck you. Thanks, Ash.
She's just trying to tell you to be responsible with your points, you know?
Exactly.
I welcome all of the irresponsible in the world of your points.
All of it?
No, not you.
Oh.
That was very fast reaction, by the way, and I meant it.
I was really clicking the thing is.
Yeah, anyone? I only have points for Pie's quacks. It's true.
I don't
so when you
spend my
redeem
points.
it, you want Pie to quack.
No.
That's what you wanted.
No.
Pie's quacks mean Pie quacks. Pie, do you quack?
No.
He totally does.
What?
Have you been holding out on me this entire time? I've been calling out to other ducks, and you've just been sitting there lying.
No. I don't quack.
No, Pie is a dino. Yeah, but so
screech.
hear me out. What is a duck? A bird. Birds used to be dinosaurs. So Pie
What do you mean?
could have been like
Evolution
a
isn't
duck-billed dinosaur, meaning
it's only 6,000 years old.
Pie
Fossils were placed
could
there by
be
Phoebus to test
a
us,
duck.
basically.
Ashley just said, "No, Tony, I don't want this. Good night." Okay, but actually,
Well, shut
I'm
down.
just saying. But I'm still going to go with my theory that Pie is just an ancient duck. It could
Does
be
that make me
duck-billed
old?
dinosaur. No, you're same age, just you're teleported, or transported to here, and now, yeah.
I like this headcanon. This is good.
Hey, Sugar.
Yes, I'm still here.
If you were a dinosaur, what kind of dinosaur would you be?
The tree-eating one.
There's a few of
There's
those.
several of those, yeah.
Oh,
one
do you
with
mean
the long
long
neck.
necky boy? Yeah, that's the one I'd be too. I've said that in the past. We could be tall, long neck dinosaurs and eat leaves. Does anyone else want to be tall, long neck dinosaur and eat leaves?
I just want to be the
I
dinosaur
am
that's
a
the loudest.
Stegosaurus.
Stomps on the guy. Oh man. What dinosaur are you, Pie?
Whichever one is loudest.
Pterodactyl.
Very loud individual.
I could.
Pterodactyl.
It's just pterodactyl screech is immediately what I picture.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'll be
I
that.
just heard the fucking, was it Tosh by Don't Stand Up, where he goes on about that? Yeah. That was good, actually.
Ashley said, "Pie is a cutie pie. She is the, in all caps, cutest." Okay, good morning now. Good morning, Ashley. I'm happy to make your acquaintance. Yes, Pie is defo. I believe that is 1,000,000%, unless my decimal points are off. Regardless, that's a large percentage, the loudest.
Dick, why are you
that's
so
1
excited about
million.
being a Stegosaurus?
Have you not seen? It's an
from
ASDF
the
movie.
ASDF movie.
Yeah, that's why when he said ASDF,
Oh.
I feel like you're
even
doing
I
this
know
on
what that
purpose.
is.
I think you sent me these before.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're great.
they're great, but Kyle doesn't like great things.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kyle doesn't like funnies.
Well, so like, not to be fun, like, no, using the word funny again, not great. But like, I look at things and I sort of just know if Kyle's gonna like them or not. An ASDF movie doesn't feel like
Accurate.
Kyle vibes.
Yeah, I don't like them.
Ashley said, "Okay, I'm asleep now. Night, fuckers. Love ya all." Thank you, Ashley. Hope you get some nice sleep. You and your wonderful llama alpacas sleep well. Sleep well. In a cozy alpaca world.
They have little
alpacas
haircuts and they're adorable.
I love alpacas. Derrick, would you actually be a Stegosaurus?
To be honest, I don't know. They are pretty dope. But
I
like,
do
I
like
don't know.
Stegosauruses.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kyle, I feel like we talked about it before. What dinosaur are you to give Derrick a second to think?
I'm Googling.
Oh, okay. Well, Derrick, you no longer have a second to think. I'm so sorry. Oh, unless you make it a second to think. You could just not respond.
I think last time I said that the fucking like the giant ass fuckers, but
Were you the one? No. I feel like someone said the one who rams its head into things. What I think that might have been Ryan.
that was definitely Ryan.
Yeah. Wherever Ryan is tonight. Yeah, so Pie's a pterodactyl makes sense because it just screeching while flying. It's like, oh, yeah. Pie's here.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it was funny. I was in the Discord call right before this, and I can't remember who it was. I think Snuff. He was like, "Oh yeah, Tony's live," and I was like, I literally like screeched, which is why Ashley then went into your Twitch chat and said I was a dinosaur. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I missed the notification.
Oh.
By 3 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm so sad.
It's okay, you know. Everyone misses notifications. I always miss notifications. Like I see them, but then I have like 27 Twitch notifications on my phone.
Yeah.
Because I have notifications on for everyone.
Same.
Yeah. But so because I am smooth brained today, and when I say smooth, it's like a weird consistency of jelly. I decided, what's the easiest thing for Tony today to get people talking? And it's Would You Rathers.
Okay.
Oh.
So, the first Would You Rather I have from either.io is, would you rather be the first person to walk on Mars via a one-way trip or never travel to space?
Never travel to space.
Oh, 100% first person on Mars.
Same.
Yeah, then I get to die.
Oh yeah, no one ever said that Mars is ready for you, theoretically. I would probably also be the first person to walk on Mars via a one-way trip. Because, yeah, I don't get to come home, but like...
Then you could have the big sleep.
Yeah, I get to big sleep whenever I want, you know? Okay, so... When you guys walk into a room, would you rather have everyone stare awkwardly at you or have everyone look away in disgust at you? The second one is already what I have happened, so we're just going to stay with the norm.
Number one, whatever the first option was.
Have everybody stare awkwardly.
I mean, that's what happened to me yesterday, and it was terrible. So maybe I'll go
At
with
the
the
wedding?
second option. Yeah, because I was a bridesmaid, so I had to like walk down the aisle. So everyone was like just staring at me and like taking pictures, and I was like, haha, okay.
Pies a deer in headlights.
Literally. I would say like I'm a very extroverted person, but I'm not a like standing in front of a big crowd public speaking person. Luckily I didn't have to speak, I just had to walk, but that was too much pressure, you know?
Fair. No.
So second option.
Yeah. Yeah. Derrick, did you have a preference here?
Not really.
Okay. Other people seem to like to have everyone stare awkwardly more. It was have everyone stare awkwardly when you walk into a room, or have everyone look away in disgust at you when you walk into a room.
I guess probably the awkwardly, because I don't want everyone to think I'm disgusting.
Don't look at me.
Okay. Would you rather have to say yes to everything or say no to everything?
No to
Say
everything.
no to everything, 100%.
Yeah.
Correct.
Sugar?
I don't know, to be honest.
Sorry, it's yes or no, not I don't know.
No.
Okay, everyone says no. I would also say no because, wow, more people would rather say yes to everything.
Well, those people are weird.
I think they're wrong.
I agree.
Shitters.
I don't know. I just don't know.
You keep
Also,
saying
like
no
half
and that,
paying
so...
attention. I'm sorry, I'm like half paying attention right now.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you should be sorry.
I'm so honored to have your half attention.
Look, okay, I'm getting ready for my first exam.
Oh, it's completely different.
yes,
I
exams.
retake that. I
forget what those are
rescind my statement. So would you guys rather have to sleep 3 hours every day or have to sleep 15 hours every day?
15. Pog.
3.
Yeah, three is definitely the one for me.
3 would give me more time to play video games.
Yeah.
I would say I have too many things to do during the day.
Yeah.
Like play Minecraft.
Yeah, right? It's like that tanks into my playing Minecraft time.
Yeah.
You don't even play modded. So boring.
Okay. I do. I have twice. More than once. Way more than none.
Oh, that's
You haven't done
interesting.
anything in it though.
I have a house that
You
doesn't
don't have a single
roof.
machine. You don't have a
No,
single
because I
RF
don't know how the machines work yet. There's so many things.
Some of these questions are very interesting, so I'm going to ask them anyway. Would you rather tell your most embarrassing secret to the 10 people it would matter to most, or eat 5,000 licorice jelly beans as fast as you can? I would eat the 5,000 jelly beans as fast as I can.
I'm pretty sure I've already done the second thing.
So let's just do it again. Why not, right? Oh no, you're going for the first thing. So, interesting question, Kyle, that I have for you. Is one of your most embarrassing secrets the eat 5,000 jelly beans really fast? Okay, so you're okay. I get it.
What flavor of jelly beans are we talking?
It said licorice jelly beans.
Oh, okay, then 100% that for me. I love licorice jelly beans.
Not the black licorice ones though, right? Like.
Yeah, no, that's what they mean. Black licorice jelly beans. They're delicious. They're the best jelly beans.
Disgusting. So bad.
I love black jelly beans, and I'm the only one who ever eats them, so it's perfect for me.
The one person in the world that actually enjoys those.
So bad. My dad likes them too.
Oh.
I don't eat them,
will
but I'm not
any
happy
day
about it.
take black licorice over red licorice.
Why?
Because it's delicious. I love it.
It's literally flavored after dog poop.
No, it's not. It's flavored after anise.
Is that dog poop?
Okay, this is interesting. Would you guys rather jump forward 10 years in your life or go back 10 years in your life?
Forward.
Forward. I don't want to be a angsty teen again.
Right, because it's like doing the math. It's like I'd be like 15. Fuck that.
Yeah, I was saying I'd be 13. I don't want to do that. No.
I'd be 20 again. It seems like a lot of work.
You have to do everything you've already done over, probably.
Yeah, I don't want to go through school again. Yeah, no, I'd rather go
Oh,
forward
right,
10
I would
years.
have to go through. Hey, Sugar,
Yeah.
I'm curious for you in this one. If you were there.
Yes, I'm there.
Would you rather jump forward 10 years in your life or go back 10 years in your life? Because for you, you'd be
Go
like
back.
10. You'd be 10 years old. Right? Anyways, I think...
would.
Okay.
I would go back 10 years.
I feel like the difference here is that, like, the four of us are, besides Sugar, we're all, like, through school, into our careers, and, like, Sugar still being in school. Like, if she had to go back and continue school, it wouldn't be any different than what she's doing now.
Yeah.
But, like, us, it's like an entire chapter of our lives that is closed
It's
that we'd have
over.
to revisit. Yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Would you say it's flavored after, Derrick? I'm Googling it.
Anise. A-N-I-S-E.
How come it's just people are just saying it's the licorice fruit?
Yeah, well, a licorice root / anise, yes.
Okay.
Would you rather own
But it's
a
delicious.
large painting of yourself or own a life-size sculpture of yourself?
Wait, hold on. What's the first one?
Own a large painting of yourself or a life-size sculpture of yourself?
Painting.
Painting?
Painting, because then I could have people, like, draw a silly mustache on it. That'd be fun.
You can draw a silly mustache on a sculpture too.
You could.
Yeah,
Painting would be easier to transport and hide.
Correct.
exactly.
That's fair.
Or destroy.
I kind of want the life-size sculpture just to break the life-size sculpture.
There you go.
Have you ever been angry at yourself? Punch the sculpture.
It's just like every time something really bad happens or you get like super pissed off, you just like break off a finger and you just like slowly go down the line.
This just happens if you keep fucking up!
But here's the narcissistic answer.
Both.
I'm actually not going to give it. Never mind.
Okay, maybe I don't know if it's better that you didn't.
Not safe for stream.
Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Go that way. Yeah.
Oh.
So, I wonder what this means. So, this is a word you rather live in the past or live in the future. I feel like we need to delegate a certain time period. But future.
Any time period pre-internet? No thanks. I'll
Correct.
pass.
For me, it's just mostly in the past, women haven't exactly had a lot of rights. I'm gonna go forward.
And they still
I'm sorry, what was that?
They still should, yep. Still should, yep.
Wow.
That's what you. Yeah, I'm sure that's what you were gonna say.
Wow. I don't know what I expected.
Would you guys rather have night vision or a heightened sense of smell and hearing?
Okay.
I think night vision, because if you have a heightened sense of smell, that could be bad, because then you just like
Smell
everything that you don't really want to smell that's there, you'll smell.
Just smoke, Derrick. It's fine.
Oh, so you're gonna immediately deteriorate your good hearing okay, and your sense of smell.
Well, the smell, not the
Yeah.
hearing.
Well, you're a gamer,
Also,
so
night
your
vision is
hearing
just
will
useful.
go
You don't
anyway.
bump into things.
Oh yeah, I
But
run my
you'd
volume
be-
at like 20%.
It'll happen eventually.
20.
Yeah.
Mine's at 80.
Mine's at 25.
Mine's at 75. Oh shit.
I would take. Well, I mean, if you take night vision and you play like a game like Manhunt, you'd be unstoppable. You guys ever play Manhunt? There's a lot of silence.
Well, since I was a child, that's why I was
Yeah.
kind of confused on why you said that. I was like, was I like 10?
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay.
If you played it, you'd be unstoppable, though.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, I could always see in the dark better than I could see in the light. If that makes sense. Like relatively.
You're an
people.
owl.
I think your eyesight's just really bad.
Well, my eyesight's just bad. So like, yeah, I don't know. I could see fine in the dark-ish.
This is a very weird
Ish.
question. Would you rather have an excellent relationship with an imaginary friend or have a terrible relationship with 3 real friends? I'm going to have a great relationship with an imaginary friend and enjoy the fuck out of my time.
What do you mean? I have relationships with imaginary friends right now.
It's true.
I would say, how do I know that all of you guys are real and not
Something
just
Kyle
imaginary friends?
2014.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
Exactly.
2014.
40% chance.
There. And it's that low because it could be someone else's fever dream.
Exactly.
I feel like the correct answer is have an excellent relationship with an imaginary friend because there's no downsides.
Right. Well, except for the fact that you might look crazy to other people.
Who
But I
says
mean,
we
if you
don't
have a good
already
friend,
look
who cares?
crazy?
Fair. My mom actually had a conversation with me. She's like, "Are you becoming a recluse? You're spending so much time online. Like, you need to spend time with your real friends." And I was like,
Welcome.
They are my real friends, Mom.
I swear they're real, Mom.
Derrick's a real person, I promise.
Yeah.
You theoretically speaking, you two have proof each other exist. The rest of us, though, you have no idea.
Yeah, you could all just be AI.
I was just gonna say we're an AI that were implanted in the simulation that you live in.
Yeah.
So I still think it's fucked up that in an AI they still didn't give me color vision. That's kind of fucked.
I just forgot to turn on the saturation settings, Tony. I put it in the wrong way. It's my bad. Okay.
Fucking
All the way down instead of all the way up.
I remember one of my first reactions to the 2014 thing was like me being semi like, wait a second, if I'm your fever dream, why the fuck don't I have color vision? Piece of shit. If you made me up, why would you do this to me? Okay. Would you rather find $1 or read a book? I'm gonna find the dollar.
Well, it depends on the book.
Yeah, but like, I'm just picturing like a random book or a random dollar.
It would take a while to get through a book.
But I can just get a dollar.
Yeah, but then like, there's nothing to spend that dollar on. Coffee's $2 minimum these days.
Right.
Yeah, but like, you can get most of an Arnold Palmer for $1.
Oh, isn't there like that month in the summer at McDonald's where you can get a coffee for $1?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they sometimes do that, but then with tax it's $1.13. So
yeah, accurate.
Tax.
I feel this. I like this. I enjoy this.
Yeah, most of a coffee. I'll take it.
I mean, if it's that book, I'd buy Chroma's book. I'd rather read Chroma's.
Oh, I would like to read Chroma's book.
But if it was just a random book, I'll take the $1.
I don't even know if I'm gonna read Chroma's book.
Toxic.
To be honest here.
Wow.
I bought it. Is that enough?
I bought it twice.
I donated extra. Does that count?
Oh, yeah. Would you rather have 300 horses or a car with 300 horsepower? I'm going to take the 300 horses.
The car. I can't sell 300 horses, and I'm not going to keep them anywhere.
I'm not selling them.
Tony, do you know how much it costs to feed a horse?
How much it costs to feed a horse? Yeah. They're really fucking
do you know, I'm going to do my best to take over small towns with an army of 300 horses and then go out on top.
But you're in America.
Yeah, I'm just going to do my... I'm not saying it's going to work.
Okay. I'm just saying small towns in America, and you're going to try and take it over with an animal.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if you showed up to my town, like, that would
oh,
work.
so not really where I am.
In New York, right?
I don't live in New York, Kyle.
Right. I don't know. I forget. You live in New York's back door, or whatever the fuck it is, backyard.
Sure.
Yeah.
New York's back door.
Yeah, that's it. You got
That's
it.
how they say it in How I Met Your Mother, or something like that.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. How they say in How You Met Your Mother is...
totally how they do it. Yeah, the back door, yep.
Okay. I'd rather have the 300 horses just because I enjoy the idea of attempting a coup with 300 horses. And that'd be assuming they listen to me. But
yeah, that's true. I would say, are these wild horses, well-trained horses? You don't know?
Well, also, just the amount of chaos you can unleash with 300 horses let loose in a town.
That's a lot of chaos.
Imagine, like, you can start having 300 horses wherever you want. I just show up in Kyle's backyard.
See, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, if you showed up in my town with 300 horses, I'm pretty sure that the mayor would just, like, give you the key. Like, he'd be like, that dude's living life right.
I'm pretty sure you just get taxed, fined a lot, rather, for having to clean up all the...
okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to label the horses 1 through 299, and then 1 is 301.
There you go. That's a good idea. I like that idea.
Where did number 300 go? We haven't
found
you
could expand it a little bit more than that, right?
Yeah, but, like, I could, but I'm not going to.
Looking for one.
I just want them to really have a hard time finding this one horse. Would you rather have your house burnt down by a fire-breathing dragon, or have your house blown down by the big bad wolf?
Dragon.
I might try to pet the wolf. Actually, I'd probably try to pet the dragon, too.
I don't want to burn to death. That's like the worst pain, right?
Actually, I did research this one time.
Isn't it breaking your femur?
When you type into Google, like, the most painful way to die, the first thing that pops up is the suicide prevention hotline, FYI. But apparently the most painful way to die is by jumping into a volcano, because the magma is, like,
it is
thick enough
for you to be
on.
You weren't lying.
Yeah, you bounce on it, and then you catch on fire, and then you slowly sink into it.
Yeah. You sure we're not lying about that statement? I just tried Googling the most painful way to die, and it also does come up.
The first thing that comes up is the suicide prevention.
It's like, it's just morbid curiosity.
Yeah, actually.
You're now on a list. You're welcome.
I wasn't already on that list, yeah.
I've Googled a lot of weird things. I'm probably on a few lists. I still got a job working for the government, so I can't be on that many lists.
True. Or you're on a lot more, and they keep a close eye on you to make sure.
They want to monitor me more.
Your government's just incredibly incompetent. But yeah.
Wow. I mean, fair, but like, wow.
Did you know the Prime Minister of Canada once named baby pandas?
He's so fucking useless, Tony.
It wasn't the current Prime Minister of Canada. It was a different Kyle.
Do I?
The one that named baby pandas was not Justin Trudeau.
Yeah, it was.
Was it? I
Yes.
thought it was somebody. I thought
It was Justin Trudeau.
I thought it was
He named two baby pandas.
I thought it was further back than that. Okay, I'm wrong.
I was going to say, I have looked it up after Chance was the one who told me that to make sure, and I was very happy to see what I found.
It was like the first year.
Yeah, it was very early on. Well, I'm curious. Would you guys rather?
Like on loan to Vancouver or something like that.
I think they've got loaned to like the Vancouver or the Toronto Zoo.
Okay, would you guys rather live in a world with no spiders, but all other bugs at their current population, or live in a world with only spiders, but with a 50% increase to their current population?
No.
Oh, the first one, 100%.
Yeah.
Fuck spiders.
Correct.
I kind of think spiders are rad, you know?
So you want more of them?
Yeah, but like all the other bugs go away.
But 50% more.
Yeah, but all the other bugs are gone.
I would rather deal with so many more mosquitoes in my life than
I don't like
spiders.
mosquitoes that much.
I hate mosquitoes, but I hate spiders
I don't like
a lot
getting
more.
bit by mosquitoes. I don't have a problem with spiders.
Ugh.
I don't have a
Feels
problem
that
with...
way.
That, like the fucking poison clouds we used to use.
I don't
Those
have
are great.
problems with insects, though.
I'm fine with all other bugs. I'm okay with bugs. Just I can't do spiders.
Hate them all.
Yeah,
I'm not a big fan of.
I think this is why I'm always called upon to kill the bugs. Because I have no real reaction to them other than you've got to go. I'm sorry, you have crossed the wrong person today.
So wait, hear me out, Tony. You're killing all the bees.
Oh, I'm not killing bees. I would let a bee free.
But you are. You chose spiders over everything else.
Oh, you mean that hypothetical?
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, bees are kind of nice. I do enjoy a bee. I didn't think about the
Bees are
cool
great.
insects. Huh.
And ants. Where do you get a name from?
My first name.
But
Just gonna leave that one there for a little bit for you to consider on, because that's where my name came from.
I got that, but yeah.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to say it.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, I probably like the more reasonable answer is to pick the one without spiders, because like imagine a world without spiders and where Kyle wouldn't say, "Oh, I hate spiders." He'd be like, "Oh, I hate
Everything else also.
yeah."
Yes.
You just move on. Would you guys rather yell a swear between every word or get punched in the face after every swear?
I swear
Sorry,
too much.
what was the first one?
Yell a swear between every word. So
Yell?
like every sentence you have is fucked by yelling a swear word.
I mean, I could do that. Just say
That's
I have
kinda
friends.
off.
You wouldn't be able to keep a job.
Mm,
You can if you don't talk.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say
there's-
all I
there
do with my
aren't-
job is email.
That's fair. I was gonna say, but like realistically, there aren't a whole lot of jobs that you never talk in.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, Pi,
It's just
you're
every
in
second
office with
word
other
is
people,
kind of
right?
Aggressive, yeah. I'll up the second one, I think.
What'd you ask, Tony?
You're in office with other people.
Yeah, but we don't like. I'm one person in an office with 9 introverts, so nobody talks unless
like,
I go up
actually.
to them and talk
Okay.
to them. Yes.
But it's like
The dinner with your
you're
parents would be
fucking
very
one
awkward.
fucking person, fucking in, fucking and, fucking office, fucking, right?
Imagine having dinner with your parents and you just scream curses.
I mean, I already do.
Oh. But between
Like,
every word,
second
though,
word.
Not every.
it would be
second
every
word.
other word.
Yeah. Okay. Every other word.
And a
is
scream.
Quite frequently.
So it would be
I
like,
mean, my normal volume is
fuck!
a scream.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get punched in the face after every swear.
I guess it's easier.
My swearing would go down. Probably. Or I would just eventually die of brain damage.
What if you were like alone in your room and you just like said a swear word? Would somebody like come find you?
Yeah, they know.
Like
They'd
sock
fucking
you in
like
the jaw?
ring girl you or something. Right, your monitor, you know. Just...
I like to think Mike Tyson is waiting at all times for you to fuck up.
Why?
Ready?
Myself so strong.
Why? Because it's funnier to think of like someone like Mike Tyson just sitting there waiting.
Can you have a cartoon?
Probably.
What?
Mike Tyson's Mysteries or something like that?
It's inherently possible.
No clue.
Pretty sure I saw it on Netflix.
Of course it's on Netflix. They're desperate.
Like
They're trying to get anything.
Yeah.
Would you rather be trapped in a sandstorm or be trapped in a snowstorm? As someone who's been trapped in snowstorms before, it's doable, I guess. So I'll go snowstorm.
It is an animated series.
Huh.
Got 4 seasons and started in 2014.
Pi, do you get a lot of snow?
Yeah. We
Okay.
average 4 feet of snow a year.
That makes sense, actually. As soon as I asked it, I'm like, you do sound like someone that would snow a lot.
Yeah.
Sugar, do you get a lot of snow?
Sometimes in February.
Oh. So, Sugar, would you rather be trapped in a sandstorm or a snowstorm?
Snowstorm.
Yeah, snowstorm. Snowstorm, like you might not have to go into the office that day. Sandstorm, man, imagine everything being so sandy. That sucks.
Sand is coarse and rough and gets everywhere.
Yeah, I would say sand in your eye constantly. That would be such a pain.
You know, if it was a snowstorm, you just fucking sit at home, you sit down and you watch TV or something all day, and that's it.
Yeah.
You're chilling, literally.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha.
Oh, this is a hard one for me. Would you rather have a lightsaber, like a real lightsaber,
Yes.
or have a helper monkey at all times?
The lightsaber, obviously. It's not even shit.
What the fuck are you gonna do with a lightsaber?
What are you not gonna do with a lightsaber?
Much.
You can't do anything. What are you gonna
cut
do?
through anything.
Right, but like,
Yeah,
what
but
do you,
like,
what do you realistically
I'm
have to
picturing,
cut through?
but like, hear me out. The little monkey has a hat.
Does he
want the
though,
monkey.
or is this
Does
just
he?
something you're adding?
I want the
I think
monkey.
it's something you have to get for the monkey because
Yeah,
it
like,
says you got a
okay, so
monkey.
like, I will
Say
buy
monkey.
it if I get a helper monkey. Yes, I am buying him a hat, and he will have a
I
hat
will
on
buy
at
him a
all
hat.
times.
So you're getting an expense, and we're getting
A lightsaber
another
that you will
weapon.
go to jail so fast if you use.
Oh, so fast. So could you imagine that call? Somebody calls 911. Yeah, some guy's running around. He just sliced a dude in half.
Can't prove it.
You're like the only one with a lightsaber.
You can
can't prove it.
you can become Travis Touchdown.
I would also have a fake plastic one, and then they'd be so confused.
You see, this man must have tripped. That's why he's lasered in half.
Yeah. Look, I only have a
Clean
piece of
cut.
plastic. It's fine. And then, you know,
Alright, I'm taking like a lightsaber
I want
would
the
be
monkey.
awesome, but I want the monkey.
Yeah.
lightsaber.
Okay, thank you, Pi. We live in Monkeyville.
Yeah, 100%. That would be great.
How many bugs have you killed with a lightsaber?
You know how many bugs a monkey eats?
Dude,
He's a bug.
Kyle.
He eat it.
Oh
Yeah,
god,
then
Kyle for
kill one.
lightsaber is such a bad idea. He would have so many lightsaber holes and scars in his walls and everything. Like his computer monitor would just have. You remember that one time, Kyle, you got tricked into smacking your computer screen with your hat? Dude, it would be a lightsaber.
It'd be
It
great.
through your monitor.
It'd be fine.
Yeah.
It'd be dead.
Yeah. Fuck yeah! You know what? Yes, Kyle, I will give you that the bug would be dead. You're not wrong. I will give you
Worth
that.
it.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, but like, what if it opens while it's in your pocket and you just like slice your own leg off?
It's already metal. I don't care.
What about the other one?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Would you rather? This is like a D&D question almost, but like, would you rather always know when people are lying or always get away with lying?
Always know.
That's a hard one,
Yeah.
actually.
I don't need to
I'm-
lie a lot.
I would say I'm not the type of person to lie. I'm a very open book person. Like, I don't like lying to people, so...
It's so bad that I immediately was like, yeah, but, like, in Secret Hitler, I'd be unstoppable. That's where my mind went. Like, I didn't think of any practical purposes. I'm just like, oh man, you'd just be undefeated
Hitler.
in social deduction games, and people would be so confused why you're always winning.
Fair. Yeah, no, I definitely want to know when everyone was lying.
But if you always know when people are lying, you'd also be great at social deduction games.
Correct.
People would just have to believe you.
Exactly.
But I mean, also, if everyone... Okay. So if you're just really good at lying, Tony, it doesn't mean that proof still can't be used against you. Right?
Well, if you always get away with lying, you would say the words, I am not Hitler, and everyone would believe you.
Yeah.
That just doesn't seem... But like, what if they can literally see your Hitler card?
Too bad. You're like, but it's not me. And they're like,
See,
you're
I
right,
don't like
it's
that
not
one.
you.
I don't like that one. It just doesn't
Yeah.
make sense. It breaks things.
Yeah, but always knowing when someone's lying also breaks things.
Less?
I mean, like, fair, maybe. But, not, I mean, these are hypothetical questions for a reason. Yeah, people like to always know when people are lying better. Because it's probably more usable.
Yeah.
Like, the always getting away with lying thing would have to be, like, if you're a career criminal, go with the lying thing.
Or a lawyer.
That.
I thought I just said the same. Sorry. Anyways,
Same thing.
would you guys rather have 2 left hands or 2 left feet?
Feet?
Left feet, because my left foot is my dominant foot.
I guess
I'd have 2 dominant feet.
as well, because I'm right-handed, so, like...
Correct.
For me, I'm ambidextrous, so it doesn't really matter. We just have 2 left hands.
Think of how much of a pain in the ass it'd be to buy mice and stuff, Tony.
You just buy left-handed mice.
Yeah, pain in the ass. None of them are good.
It takes like another word in Google.
Literally,
Yeah, but
the
you-
mouse
you type like that?
the mouse that Tony and I have is ambidextrous.
Yeah,
I have
so
one too, actually. I use it for
yeah, I
one.
was gonna say I literally
What the
actually
fuck?
could just use the mouse I have right now, Kyle.
I literally have it beside me. But,
Yeah, and typing
So-
like that, yeah, maybe it would be like a learning curve for like the first like day or two, but as soon as your hands are on it, I bet
Day
you-
or two? You think it would take you a day to get over that?
Well, I sort of was picturing you would have it from birth. Not, it happens now.
It's good as it happens now. Either way, though, I think 2 left feet.
Yeah.
I like
And I
sports
could
so
use
much.
it excuse
Yeah,
not
both
to.
of them would suck, I guess. I might go. Yeah, I don't know. That one's really hard. Maybe I'd go in the 2 left feet bandwagon.
Don't
It would
join
be a
us
pain
just
in the
because
ass
everyone
buying
said it.
shoes, though, because then you'd have to buy 2 pairs of shoes just so you could get
Yeah.
2 left feet shoes.
Yeah, but you also have to
Oh,
buy 2 pairs of
true.
gloves.
I don't know gloves. We're good.
Your hands are gonna get all cracked in the wintertime. Just so you wait.
It's so ominous. Oh my
You will,
god.
you will not know the comfort of mittens.
Does it even get cold there? I mean, everything's on fire.
Oh, it's
Here?
Yeah.
She's not quite in California.
Not in California.
No. I would say we have fires in the summer and snow in the winter. Like we average 4
Makes
feet,
sense.
which
Two
Colorado
extremes.
gets almost as much snow as we do, Kyle.
yeah,
okay.
we get fuck tons of snow. Over what is that, like 1.5 meters ish?
Would you guys rather not know how to read or not know how to write? No.
I feel like not knowing how to write would be better because especially with like spell check and everything these days.
Yeah.
Then you could just kind of like talk to the computer and have it
Yeah,
write
there's
for
so
you.
much
Yeah,
shit to get it.
with tech,
but like
yeah.
not knowing how to read is harder to deal with.
I agree.
Also, if you can write, what are you writing if you can't read?
That's sort of what I wondered too. There's a prompt that says pretend that you're able to write without reading. But I don't know. I think not know how to write would just be not like the worst in modern day.
Yeah.
But we do
But you
have
can
a
get
lot
there,
of...
just take a lot longer, right?
Would you guys rather be 4 feet tall or 10 feet tall?
Yeah.
Or
And Oh,
Why 10? 10 seems too tall.
it is very
So
tall.
Nothing
but,
is
like,
ever put above your head.
I would pick 10
Imagine
feet
the
tall
power.
because, like, I feel like I would have been a great NBA player at 10 feet.
I was literally
Yeah, I was
just
gonna.
gonna say.
Also, you could make so much. Like, you could be the worst basketball player in the world, but because you're as tall as the net,
Yeah.
you're just like, hi.
Just
Like,
You
have
just
to
kind of
stand
reach
in front
over.
of it.
Yeah, that's kind of fair.
Like, I'm good at basketball
You could
for
just
my
say-
height, though.
You could just make a ton of money by being like, yo, look at how tall I am. Here's how I put a ball in a net. Ugh.
Yeah,
say not
sure.
even that,
Probably
just, like-
just make money for the gimmick.
So even just being the tallest person in the world, you'd get a lot of like fame and recognition from
I
that.
don't
So you
Yeah,
want
that too.
that though.
can money.
But I don't
You
want
could
to be
also,
famous.
you could potentially farm yourself out as the person that wears the alien costumes for random aliens and in big budget sci-fi movies.
Fair. Yeah.
10 feet.
Just scared to put on a Bigfoot costume normally though, because you might get shot.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
See, this one's not even a problem for two of you. But would you rather snort one crushed up Altoid mint or take a shot of Tabasco sauce? It's like two of you probably
Tabasco
already
sauce.
just do that.
So,
It's so
Tabasco
easy.
sauce is A, not at all spicy, and B, I've taken a shot of way spicier hot
That's what
sauce.
I mean. Like, it'd
Yeah.
be nothing.
Tabasco's not that bad.
Yeah, like I don't use like hot sauce that often.
Like-
would probably be fine easily taking a shot of Tabasco.
And put
Yeah.
snorting an Altoid could cause, like, that's bad for your nose.
Correct.
Yeah. I'll say we used to
Oh.
snort Smarties on the school bus. when I
Did
was
you
a
get
kid.
smarter?
You mean the
No.
rockets?
Yeah, it's rockets for you.
Yes.
Yeah, because
I feel like
Smarties are
snorting
your
like
own.
chocolate. would be kinda
Smarties
weird.
are chocolate here.
Oh.
Yeah, so our Smarties
like
pie are actually called rockets in Canada. Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
like not fucking with you or anything. It actually is.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It was
I like the
weird
name
to have
rockets
that
better.
conversation with Kyle at first because we were both talking about Smarties and he was like talking about chocolate. I'm like, what the fuck? What do you
I
mean
was so confused what the fuck
So
you were talking about
confused.
too. It's
Yeah.
just like, what the?
It's like they're just sugar. What do you mean chocolate?
It's just like colored sugar. What do you?
Yeah.
This is what.
Yeah.
No, I don't have permission to send channel message. Okay,
Good fuck.
that's fine. They're basically M&Ms, but with a different chocolate in them because they're Nestle instead of.
Oh.
And the shell's like
Do you,
thicker.
so, Pi, you might know this too. You know Kit
Yeah.
Kats?
Yeah.
They're made by Nestle in basically every other country than the U.S.
Wait. Really?
Yeah,
What the fuck?
Wait,
Why?
who makes them in the U.S.?
Hershey.
Oh.
Hershey exclusively owns the rights in the U.S. for Kit Kat, but outside
What?
of the country, Nestle owns it.
I think they used to make them here too, Derrick.
That's so weird.
Yeah, I believe they sold the rights everywhere except in America, like a while back.
Yeah.
Because Kit Kat
Well-
was, I believe, no, actually that was a myth. But
Huh.
um,
Kit Kat
I'll
is
say-
created by Rowan Trees of York, United Kingdom, now produced globally by Nestle, except in the United States,
Yep.
where it is made under license by the H.B. Reese Candy Company.
yeah,
Huh. So I need to have somebody from outside the U.S. send me some Kit Kats.
I wonder if they taste any different. I bet they taste very.
I've
very
had,
similar.
like, I've had American Kit Kat, and I didn't notice a difference.
I really think it's the same
Interesting.
recipe, just a different company makes it and produces
I'd
it.
still be curious though, you know, even
Yeah.
if it's just like a slight difference.
Yeah, 'cause theoretically there would be a difference because Hershey/Reese and Nestle use different types
They
of
use different,
chocolate.
probably. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it'd probably be different, but it probably would be similar enough. So, that like you would just probably assume one is an off-brand, which it kind of is.
Yeah.
But
Possibly.
yeah,
Like the
that's
discount
one
version.
of it's one of those like small things that like changes. That's the U.S. has different than like other countries. I always like to tell people that like from the U.S. that or like from other countries, be like, yeah, so Nestle doesn't make Kit Kat here.
We also have ketchup and Aldrich chips.
All those chips are pog.
Yeah,
All
Aldrich
dress
chips
chips
are the best.
really good. We have them here.
Do you?
I've had
Yeah.
ketchup chips before.
A lot of states don't have them.
Oh.
So I
They're made by the.
are you gonna
what's the
say
company
hers?
that makes Fritos?
Oh no, that's
Lay's?
Frito Lay.
Yeah, Frito Lay. Yeah. It's fine. Frito Lay. They came out with all dressed chips.
Oh, and
Oh, they must have
hers
expanded
makes
it
ketchup
'cause it used-
chips.
Yeah.
it used to only really be available here.
I've had them my entire life, the ketchup chips. At least.
Never had ketchup chips.
They're
Oh no,
actually
I have.
really good.
I have.
I actually think they're really good. I enjoy them.
I don't like them, but I also don't like ketchup really, so.
I enjoy
I
ketchup.
never thought of them just tasting like ketchup. They're always kind of like.
They don't taste
spicy.
like exactly. Okay,
Yeah,
maybe they're
okay,
different
they're not
here
like-
because I don't think they're spicy. But
Well, not
Kyle's
necessarily
also
spicy, but like I mean, they're like spicier than. Okay, you have to understand that spice is spice. Any kind of like pepper is a spice. You know
okay.
what I mean?
Usually, when people say spicy, though, they
I
are
don't necessarily
referring
mean
to
hot.
like
I just
yeah.
mean like it
has a different
tastes like
spice
seasonings.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because it's not ketchup. It's like a ketchup like seasoning on it.
Yeah.
Ketchup dust.
It's basically yeah.
Wow.
Actually, though, it's just ketchup dust. Yeah, that's a good shout. Ketchup chips are delicious, though. Love them. Would you guys rather have Pinocchio's nose or Dumbo's ears? Dumbo's ears.
The nose, I don't like that often.
As his
Pinocchio's
nose extends.
I said that often, which I don't.
As his nose extends double what
It's perfectly
he
fine.
thought possible.
And even then, the things I could do with an extended nose.
I want Dumbo's ears
Oh.
because like Dumbo flies with his ears. I can fly with those ears.
Yeah, you can make
Yeah.
money off the flying with those ears.
Mm-hmm.
Put
Yeah,
yourself in
I'd
the Guinness
rather
World
have
Book
the
of
ears.
Records. Do media tours. Oh yeah, look at all that
Yeah.
money.
Sugar also wants
Yep.
Pinocchio's nose? Interesting. So, Sugar, you'd be very bad at social deduction games. And
Oh,
same
yeah.
with you, Kyle. If you lie, it's just me. Kyle, are you
You
Hitler?
would know.
No.
Yeah, that
You
would
wouldn't
only
know.
work in person.
I feel like you can like Pinocchio's nose gives off that sound effect. You're
Yeah,
getting
but
that
that's just
exact
true.
sound effect.
What the fuck? What am I gonna
My
do with
my ears would make a horrible flopping noise every time they flopped. Yours
Yeah,
gets the
that's
sound
just
effect. Too bad. They're Disney characters. You live in the world of Disney now.
Does that mean you have to do the same flight scene 4 times, Tony?
Yeah.
God, that movie was so fucking boring. fell
I don't.
asleep in it,
It's
like 3
Dumbo's
times.
not. It's a movie made a very, very long time ago.
Literally
The
in like
new
the
one.
40s.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a new one?
Oh, is a new one?
There's a remake.
Oh.
Isn't it just the
Why?
same movie though?
It is, and it's so boring.
See, that's why, like, I don't get why people even go to see those, because it's like, when Lion King movie came out, it's like, bro, you've seen The Lion King before.
You mean when
Yeah.
you wanted to go? We had to go. The whole
It-
fucking
okay,
group went.
that's fair.
Yeah.
But, like, okay, a night out with friends is a little different than just wanting to go see it, personally, to me. Like, for
I
me,
went to
I'm like,
Beer
you've
House
seen
first,
The Lion
so-
King, you've seen Dumbo, it's the same movie. It just, again.
I think I had a lot to drink.
That-
There you go.
Oh. Would you guys rather be a part of a real Jurassic Park scenario or a real
No.
Day After Tomorrow scenario?
The less.
The second one?
No, I said no and less.
I would pick the Jurassic Park scenario.
Yeah,
I think that's
That's
the better
Jura-
one.
I am a Stegosaurus!
Jurassic Park. At least you know it's like limited to
Correct. It's called
that
Like,
island,
fuck off.
whereas Day After
Oh.
Tomorrow is worldwide.
No, so, like, I'm picturing
thinking,
it's the
too.
Jurassic Park universe, so, like, the dinosaurs escape the island.
Oh,
It's also still too cold here. It'll be fine.
Because, like, actually the prompt it says, in Jurassic Park, you would fight to survive a dino takeover. In The Day After Tomorrow, you would fight to survive a catastrophic climate change. So, either way, you're fucked. You're either fighting
Oh, Day
dinosaurs
After-
or
oh.
whether...
I thought
Day
it was
After
a zombie
Tomorrow
movie.
was yeah.
Day
I
After
also thought
Tomorrow
it was
is
zombie.
not a zombie movie.
Yeah, I
It's
remember
the...
now.
I had to Google it.
Yeah. Oh, maybe I was the only one here who's seen it. Yeah, it's a movie where the weather of the world goes to very extremes. So people legitimately freeze to
We're in the
death within
valley.
seconds outside.
Okay.
Like literally for like actually
it goes plus
frozen
40
to
to
death.
minus 40 here.
Yeah,
man. Like, I don't know.
but not but like to you're dead in seconds. To like
Oh.
that far extreme. So the Jurassic Park scenario, so like the Day After Tomorrow like was so bad like in certain parts where they were like burning all the books in a library to live, and they still like the cold
I'm-
was still creeping in.
I think
And,
I'm
like-
still. I think I'm gonna stick with Jurassic Park here because
That's the one I picked.
Yeah.
at least not all the dinosaurs would like kill you, whereas just stepping outside in Day After Tomorrow would pretty much be a death sentence.
Yeah, you have to be very, very, very careful about like when you went out in Day After Tomorrow world. Yeah, Jurassic Park is a winner. Plus, you get to see dinosaurs before you die. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I had to look up The Day After Tomorrow because like I had never heard of it, and apparently it's the highest-grossing Hollywood film made in Canada ever. So
unfortunate.
And you guys didn't know, and I did. Who's the better?
What was the highest-grossing movie in Canada?
Day After Tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah, it was filmed in Toronto and Montreal.
There's that you could describe like 80% of movies and TV shows, and that it's filmed in Toronto or Montreal.
Yeah, fair.
And Vancouver.
Yeah, I was gonna say Vancouver is huge for movies.
And TV shows.
Would you guys rather be 1 foot smaller than you are right now, or be 1 foot taller than you are right now?
Oh,
I'd be
7 feet over 5. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be 6'11" if I took a foot.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking awesome.
I would basically just be the average height of a basketball player, so
You'd still be a tall basketball player. It's like 7'2".
7'2".
Yeah.
Tall. That's very tall.
That's definitely taller than the average basketball player.
That'd
So
have to be
you'd be like still very tall. I want to say like average basketball player is probably like 6'6". I'm gonna look it up. See if I'm anywhere close. Yeah, it's 6'6".
Nice.
Yeah, look at that.
either way, 7'2" is hardly.
Tony was right. Tony was right. But I'm enjoying this moment. Yeah. Sweet.
You knew a sports thing, yeah.
It's a very specific number to know. Okay. Would you rather have everything you touch turn to dust? Have everything you touch turn to gold?
So either be Midas or the villain
Dusty.
from My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
So, what if I like touched my arm? Would I myself turn to dust?
I would think you would be
I feel
excluded.
like you yourself are immune.
Damn.
It's kind of just die.
Okay, so it includes food and other people.
Food.
I mean, so both of these things are very easy to get around because you just wear gloves.
But the gloves turn to gold.
Gloves turn to
as well.
gold or dust
Oh.
immediately and are unusable.
Why are they unusable?
The dust, it's dust, and now you just have dust in your hands.
But gold's soft. And it's thin. The gloves would be there's really thin material, so it just kind of bend with it.
I pictured gold being harder, so that's why I didn't know that.
The gold's really soft.
Maybe gold then.
I guess gold then, because I always pictured it being like a harder. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's a very, very soft metal.
I believe the mythology of Midas has him wearing gloves of gold all the time because
He turned his daughter into gold.
he did do that.
Yeah, kids suck. Sense.
Yeah.
Now he just has a sculpture. It's fine. Much cheaper.
Very.
Okay, so interesting. So this is just like a little fact. Apparently, in King Midas' tale, even the food and water he tried to eat would turn into gold.
Oh, but I like eating. But then you couldn't eat the dust or the gold, so
Yeah,
either way, you're just sad and hungry.
correct.
So, even I guess the use of the word touch is interesting because they're also using the word touch, not just with hands. They're theoretically, if you touched it with your mouth as well. Yeah.
Yes.
I was picturing
with intent, right?
Yeah, I was picturing like specifically things you go to grab more or less than.
So
Imagine saying
basically,
intent doesn't matter. Wow.
basically, you would have this ability for all of. I don't know how long would it take to die of water deprivation or hunger.
3 days.
Yeah, there you go. That's how long you'd have that ability for before you just die.
So
So gold.
I'm kind of curious. I don't remember King Midas' tale. Like, what happens to him? Okay, yeah, he dies of starvation.
He wishes to, whatever he touches for it to be gold.
Yeah. I know the tale, but I just didn't remember the end result, and apparently he dies of starvation.
Nice.
No.
Yeah.
That is not true.
That's what.
Not the version I read.
Well,
when I just I'll just be, I'll just be transparent. When I googled King Midas's fate, it says, according to Aristotle, legend held that Midas died of starvation.
No, he unfroze his daughter that he turned to gold, and they.
Where
lived
did you
happily ever
read
after.
this?
I was gonna
Is this
say.
a Disney production?
I have the actual book. I have the actual book in my room.
What book?
It's from this Korean author.
So it's a fictional book, but then again, also the story.
The story of King Midas is also fictional.
Right.
We're going by OG story here, not some Korean.
This is like the Grimm's Tales versus the Disney movies right now.
Pretty much.
Yeah, the Grimms.
I'm trying to get more.
Would you rather's?
Oh no, apologies. More like instances of people discussing his fate.
So why?
Just to see like if anyone else is like has like a version in which he doesn't just die of starvation.
I mean, that seems like the only logical.
Okay, apparently,
solution.
there is a version, definitely a version of the story
Dionysus
where
then granted him relief by having him bathe in the Pactolus
Yes, that's
River,
exactly what I'm reading right
an
now.
action to which the presence of alluvial gold in that stream is attributed.
Yeah.
So basically, Dionysus removed the curse from him by having him bathe in the Pactolus River.
Where's that?
Apparently, this is on.
It's in modern Turkey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roman Empire.
So there are versions of the story where he starves to death, which is probably the more accurate version of it.
Yeah.
But
You wouldn't
also,
drink gold?
He couldn't.
Try harder.
For long, maybe is more accurate. You could once, for sure.
Yeah. There we go.
Why is the first thing you Google when it's King Midas' fate, though, say he dies of starvation? I want to look more into this.
Why? Okay.
Why? Because I'm curious. Because I like when hearing things where there's tales where it goes in different directions to see like what the original text was. I mean, if according to Aristotle would be pretty much as like far back of a source as you can get.
Something philosopher guy. Yeah. Old AF.
Yeah, that's interesting though. Yeah,
So,
but everything you touch turn to gold is probably the better of the two because at least you can be rich as fuck before you die.
True. Very true.
Hello, baby boy. How's life with no balls?
Probably sad.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So it would seem that the original Greek myth of Midas had him die, bathe in the river. But everything else is not original.
Interesting.
So him touching his daughter is from a book in 1852 by Nathaniel Hawthorne.
Oh.
I've heard of that person before.
Same.
Just Hawthorne's wipes. Community.
No.
No.
And I remember learning about Nathaniel Hawthorne in school, actually. What else did he write? It's because he's a writer, I think, right?
Yeah.
What else did he write? Oh, he wrote the Scarlet Letter.
There it is. Yep.
Yeah, that's definitely the one. Would you guys rather be able to have the ability to have full control over your dreams or never have to sleep?
Oh, never have to sleep, 100%.
But would you still get tired?
That's a good question.
I'm assuming you never get tired.
Okay, never have to sleep. I would assume, like Derrick is saying, would mean you never have the inclination of need to sleep and not need to sleep. So I think you would just be at the very worst, you'd be like kind of low energy, but like maybe you hit like that, like, you know, like that 2:30 feeling, but then you just go back. I kind of want the ability to have full control over my dreams, though.
I think that would be kind of cool.
I don't dream enough for that.
Yeah,
I'll go to
But
sleep.
you would be able to then.
I don't know.
I mean,
I kind of like the
you don't
idea
know
of
that.
controlling.
Because I can control them doesn't mean I do it. Like I dreamed, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I also used to have that anyway, and it doesn't really matter.
Lucid dreaming, yeah.
There's only ever been a couple times in my life where I've had lucid dreams. They don't last long enough. Never.
Lucid dreams are interesting.
Yeah.
I have lucid dreamed a few times, but I don't normally have control of my dreams. If I like, sometimes I'm able to find out in my dream that I had a dream, that I am dreaming.
Right, like you become aware of it.
Yeah, and then I can sort of change whatever I want.
Yeah, I'll say that in itself has only happened a couple times to me.
It doesn't
Like,
happen super often, but
if I could control my dreams, I would not have had a dream that I had last night where it was just a bunch of bugs and mice were in my bed and I couldn't get out.
If you also never slept, you would also not have had that dream.
You were that
so you would
drunk
be
when you
fair.
dreamt? Okay. I'm surprised you were able to dream. You were fucking loaded as shit.
She was so sleepy, though.
I was very, very drunk last night. Yeah. But have you, like, as like a spin-off question to that, have you ever had what are they, like the dreams where you're awake but you're like paralyzed, like you can't move? What are those called?
Sleep paralysis.
Yes.
Yes, I've had sleep paralysis. It's horrifying.
Yes, it is.
Hate sleep paralysis.
What do you mean?
What?
So are you awake or are you asleep?
You're in a weird state where that's what sleep paralysis is, that you are kind of awake, but that's what the sort of sleep paralysis is. It's like a weird in-between state that you get frozen at.
Oh, your brain is smarting up.
I think I read that it was like part of your brain is awake and then the other part is still asleep. So it's like you're awake to where you're aware that you're awake. You can like look around and see, but you can't move your body.
You're frozen, yeah.
Yeah. And like when I had it, I was actually like hallucinating.
Me too.
And it was the most terrifying thing ever. Like never, like that happened to me once and I'm like, I don't want it ever again.
Yeah, I had it happen to me a decent amount when I was younger, but it wasn't until more of a recent experience that I was like wised up to what it was. They do say that like it's like a side effect of like certain like
drugs,
certain mental disorders, certain it also is potentially caused by an exorbitant amount of stress.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things
actually that makes sense, because like when it happened to me, it was my senior year in high school, and it was like a short time after I found out that I might have a ticking time bomb in my head and I might have to get brain surgery and I might die. So that was like, you know, pretty stressful. So, yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Also, just looking it up, so I'm not feeding you false information. You could also get sleep paralysis for a lack of sleep as well.
Oh.
Okay, so this is using big words. So sleep paralysis occurs at one of two times. It either occurs while you're falling asleep. It's called hypnagogic or predominal sleep paralysis. If it happens while you're waking up, it's called hypopommic or post-dormital sleep paralysis. Mine was definitely when I think. Interesting. I don't know. How did you tell?
That's a great question. Because like I remember mine, it was like it was dark. Like it was definitely dark, but I think it was like 3 a.m. when mine happened, so it must have been like I was partially waking up. And then
that was about when mine happened as well.
Yeah.
So I wonder if it is during like a certain cycle of sleep that it happens, that it would be around similar times.
Yeah.
During your sleep, it also needs between REM and non-REM. Okay. Yeah, so other things, actually substance abuse could be a cause of sleep paralysis, even though Kyle was joking, I think.
No.
But lack of sleep schedules changing, mental conditions, such as stress or bipolar disorder, sleeping on the back, actually, could do it. Other sleep problems, such as narcolepsy or nighttime leg cramps, and use of certain medications, such as those for ADHD and substance abuse.
Drugs.
The drugs are something, yeah.
Yeah.
But I believe mine was also caused by an exuberant amount of stress. Every time that happened.
Hey Tony, you remember Avatar?
The last Airbender, yeah, or the other
the show.
Okay. Oh, you sent me something. I was waiting for a verbal.
I was gonna say, we're all just like sitting there.
Is it the bloodbending comic?
Yeah, it is. I was saying that, Derrick, I'm assuming you checked out Reddit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've watched the show, have you?
Oh.
Chroma might have.
Interesting.
We can have that anyway.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say interesting. Move on, my dad.
People can use a thing called blood bending, which they use to control other people.
Waterbenders during a specific time of power. Yeah. If they have certain.
God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyways, so moving on. Yeah. So, sleep paralysis, not fun.
No.
It was horrifying every time that it's happened. Yeah. So like, not everyone though hallucinates during it. I found out.
Oh, interesting.
You can just sort of be stuck and just be stuck. I definitely hallucinated. I didn't have visual hallucinations though.
Oh.
They were all like sound.
See, mine, it was actually, so my like sleep paralysis experience, I remember like waking up and I could look at the clock and I remember like seeing like a shadow figure, and then I like felt my bed move, and then I felt like a pressure on me, and then something like breathed in my ear.
Oh.
So like I felt like the air. Yeah, it was really, really strange and really weird. And it was like I was just like laying there, like having like it felt like somebody was like laying on top of me and like breathing in my ear. Yeah. Not a good time.
No, yeah. So mine was all like audio, but it felt like someone was right next to me talking in my ear.
Oh.
And it wasn't just one, but like it was a lot of people saying very mean and rude things.
Damn.
Probably my subconscious, but
Did it sound like Kermit the Frog?
No. So maybe it's not my subconscious. You're right. That theory has been debunked. My inner monologue is just Kermit.
Yeah.
But yeah, sleep paralysis. So has no one else here experienced sleep paralysis then? I know Kyle probably hasn't because
I haven't.
Okay.
I can't say I have.
Good. Not something where I'm like, you gotta try it.
Not fun.
See, I wonder though, Pi. I wonder if visual hallucinations versus like audio could be the different timings of sleep paralysis. Like, I wonder if you're more susceptible to visual hallucinations, like, say, when you're falling asleep versus, like, waking up. Because I wonder if, like, your mind... I don't know. Because I would think that, like, you're more susceptible to them. Obviously, not a doctor. Plus, I don't have any information up on this. Like, I think your mind probably would be more susceptible to hallucinations when you're going to sleep, because your mind might fall into a dreamlike state.
Right.
But I guess your mind could be coming out of a dreamlike state as well, if you're waking up from it. So I remember being fucking horrified, but then I was like, all right, you know what I'm gonna do so I can keep sleeping? Not stare there. And I turned over and went back to sleep.
I'd say I just remember like laying there and like I was like freaking out because I was like I couldn't move my body at all. And so I was just like telling myself, I'm like, this isn't real, like just go back to sleep. And then next thing I knew, it was the morning. So like apparently just that worked, but
yeah. Like, it's funny though, was your gaze fixated on your alarm clock?
No, I actually could move my eyes.
Oh, you could. So like my gaze was pretty much fixated only on like a small area. I wonder again if that could be different, like, timings of them. You can move where your eyes were? Like,
yeah, I could move my eyes, and I could, because like the clock was directly to my left, but the like shadow figure that I saw was directly in front of me at the foot of my bed.
Oh, okay.
So like I could like move my eyes and see that, but like I couldn't move my head or any part of my body, just my eyes.
Yeah, because I couldn't move my body or my eyes.
Oh.
So again, I'm wondering if these are the different timings, because, or is sleep paralysis just that like wide of a spectrum of things that could happen?
Yeah, maybe.
But that's interesting.
But like I actually like started crying during it. So like it was really weird.
You guys ever cried during a dream before and woke up with wet eyes? No, me neither.
Any dream question you ask me is going to be very boring because I don't.
What is it with you and Kyle?
No, remember Derrick's like kink test? It was very, very vanilla.
So just like vanilla dreams too.
Well,
I assume.
Dream.
But I would say, Kyle's test was not vanilla.
See,
and
I
Kyle's
wonder.
Dreams are vanilla.
Do you guys not dream, or do you not remember your dreams?
So.
Oh.
Probably the latter, but like I never. As far as I like, to me, it's basically like I just don't dream.
Yeah, because like I guess we theoretically, unless like I guess you've been to like a neurological doctor who like ran tests on your brain to see that you don't actually fall into REM ever.
Yeah, I've never done any.
I never did a sleep study. Are you kidding me? How did I fall asleep?
That's what I mean. Like, that's like I guess the only way you could prove that you don't dream.
Like, so presumably I do dream because REM sleep. However, the fact that like I literally remember nothing. To me, it's basically like I close my eyes and then I wake up and then I open them again. So like,
that's terrible.
It's as good as I don't dream.
Sometimes I have nightmares too, though. So sometimes I would pass on those.
True.
Pi, do you remember a lot of your dreams?
I would say when I first wake up, I remember probably about, I don't know, like 3 or 4 of the dreams that I'd had. But over the next like hour, I forget it. Unless it was something like the one that I had last night, which was like I woke up and like freaked out because I woke up and was like, oh my god, there's bugs and mice in my bed.
Yeah.
I guess and mice.
Well, yeah, okay, so I was staying at my parents' house, and they've been having problems with mice getting into their house. So like when I was there last week, I had to take a mouse outside that they had trapped. And so yeah, to me the bugs was the weird part, not the mice. I was like, why are there also bugs here? But
so I do enjoy talking about dreams. So Pi, you do dream multiple different dreams a night?
yes,
Okay,
always.
yeah, same. Okay.
Yeah. I would say I constantly dream. Like,
are they ever intertwined?
How so? Like intertwined with each other? Like one dream kind of like just moves on to the next?
Dream to rule them all.
Yeah, because I do have times where they're very different dreams, but they might focus on like a similar storyline almost through the dreams.
Yeah, kind of like repetitive dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not like the same dream happening over and over again. It's more like this happens in dream 1, and then it picks back up in dream 3.
Yeah, that'll happen to me.
Okay. Yeah. I don't usually get to talk about dreams to people, so I don't know what's normal.
I was gonna say, we got people in here that don't dream, and then there's us who dream apparently too much. I don't know if that's a thing, but...
Yeah. We're just dreamers, Pi.
Yeah, exactly.
Kyle and Derrick are realists. Sugar, do you remember your dreams?
Good talk, Sugar.
I appreciate these conversations. Yep. Maybe you're dreaming right now.
Sorry, okay.
That's okay. I was asking, do you remember your dreams?
I always do.
Oh. What did you dream about last night?
Very disjointed, though.
How did I leave guild, Derrick?
So I was in a room full of puppies at the beginning, right?
Oh.
So I was playing with puppies.
That sounds so
good.
But then it suddenly shifted to an underwater scene. And I could still breathe underwater.
Were the puppies underwater too?
Go to the free company.
No, the puppies disappeared.
Okay, I'm kind of glad they weren't underwater.
And from the info tabs, like leave company button located at the bottom.
The puppies disappeared. And so I was underwater and I was swimming. And then I found this like narrow passageway where in human real life, I could not fit through, but somehow I fit through the hole underwater. I don't even know where I was. And I went through the hole and I entered into a toilet. Like I came out of the toilet. Like the piping system.
You're the opposite of all pipes lead to the ocean.
Oh, yeah. I go from the ocean to the toilet.
That scene in Finding Nemo didn't last long for me, as having a dad as a plumber who immediately was like, that's not true. In a matter of seconds. That,
I was in a house, but I don't know whose house I was in. I was just in a house. And in the house, apparently there was a game going called Hide and Seek. But I didn't know who was it.
What is this game?
What is that?
That you speak of?
Hide and Seek?
I was joking. We're just joking.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they were already in the middle of a game of hide and seek, but I didn't know who was it and who was like on my side, like trying to hide. And there's that one part of the house where there's like a basement that no one wants to go to because it's like dark and there's no switch for the lights on. So of course, me and my dream state decided, well, I can't actually die here, so I went down the stairs. And that's where I woke up.
So like, I don't remember who it was, but I actually talked to someone recently who said they actually do die in their dreams.
Happened before.
I've never died in a dream of mine.
I'm trying to think if I have. Because I've definitely had dreams
you wake
where,
up
like...
right before you die, though, right?
That's what I thought that you, like, usually do, but people who swear they died in their dream.
I die sometimes, and then I rebirth to restarting the dream. So I redo the dream.
Starts
twice.
over?
Yeah, so
that's so cool.
Like, or sometimes, like for like 2 or 3 straight days, I'll have the same dream, but I'll try out different things. Usually, like if it's the first time it doesn't work out.
I had that when I was a kid. I hated it.
Or if the first time works out, the second and third time are like not as good or like don't turn out as well. So
interesting. Your dreams sound cool.
Or if I dream about something, it actually happens in real life.
I have definitely had that before. But I almost think that's our brain tricking us with that deja vu stuff.
Yeah.
Possibly.
I think it was a TV channel.
Deja vu?
Deja vu.
Oh, sorry. I meant to say deja vu.
That's okay.
But yeah, I think like because I do get the feeling deja vu decently often. But then someone also said, I keep not knowing who said things, which is bad, but deja vu is just like your brain trying to relate to what's going on, like with past experiences. Yeah, it might have been you, Pop. Because probably if this sounds like something you'd say, then it was you.
It does sound like something I would say. I have said that multiple times.
Okay, then it was you, and I remembered. But like, I'm not good at attaching words, I guess, to people. I worked 12 hours today. But yeah, I found that interesting. You know what? It had to be you, Pi, because you've changed like my life when it comes to horror stuff. By the way, like that blew my mind so hard. Like I'm able to watch through jump scares by turning the audio off now.
Yeah, I told you, like literally 90% of it is audio.
Oh yeah, no, it's
is
turn off sound,
audio.
like,
I know it. No one had ever told me that before.
Yeah.
Oh.
When you've watched as many horror movies as I have, you learn a few things.
I've always been petrified of horror, and no one's told me. Like, why would I? That's not like a thought that like I would just have randomly. Is that like, yes,
okay. I don't know.
I'll say because if you don't.
Anytime I'm in a horror
yourself
movie
in the
scenario, I just freak the fuck out.
Huh.
So there is no like rational thought.
Fair. But yeah, literally 90% of it is just the audio.
I had no idea.
That's why I love like horror movies that have like really good soundtracks or really good just like
I would like a silent
effects.
horror movie, please.
A Quiet Place is obviously pretty quiet, but
I want
still
complete silence.
Yeah, I don't think they made horror movies in the 1920s.
Can we have a movie night, but listen to the horror movie on mute?
Sure. I'd be down with that.
Yay. I'd be like, look how silly it looks.
Yeah, I would say once you turn off the sound, you're just watching it, you're like, oh, okay, cool.
That could have saved me so many sleepless nights if someone had told me that.
Also, if you had somebody telling you what movies you should and shouldn't be watching that are horror movies, if you hate them. Because I feel like there is a horror movie for everybody, whether it's like a psychological horror or a thriller or anything.
Thrillers don't bug me. So,
there you go.
Yeah, thrillers
and
don't.
Evil Dead 2.
No, I don't know what Evil Dead 2 is.
Yes.
You haven't watched the greatest horror movie of all time?
No.
Does it count?
If it's actually a horror movie, then I've dodged it with the plague my entire life.
It's not a real horror movie. So Evil Dead, the first one, was an attempt at being a real horror movie, but it was so cheaply made and so corny that like when they made this, but it got huge because of it. So they made a sequel and ran with the corniness, and that's what Evil Dead 2 is, and it's phenomenal. Like a high budget corny horror movie, and it's great.
Oh, it's bad.
Same with Army of Darkness. It's the third movie in that sort of that
so
franchise.
You're saying is I might like it because it's not actually like a real horror movie.
Yeah, it gets violent, like weirdly violent, but like it's corny violence. So, like his arm gets cut off and like blood, like his hand gets cut off. His hand gets possessed by a demon and he cuts it off. And then he turns his hand into a chainsaw.
Oh, that's just makes sense.
Yeah. I shouldn't say turns his hand into a chainsaw. He attaches a chainsaw to the stump. And then they also made a sequel TV show in 2015 called Ash vs. Evil Dead.
I have heard of that before.
Yeah, it's the same. Like it's basically just those movies, like 20 or 30 years later.
Oh.
I'll say, Tony, I just sent you a picture of the poster for Evil Dead 2 where you can see the hand that got possessed by a demon.
That looks. Yeah, I'm actually excited. Oh.
Yeah.
That
Huh? Okay, what server?
That guy kind of looks like Jim Carrey in that picture.
Perfect.
A little bit.
Hit the confirm button a bunch of times.
That's Bruce Campbell. He's great.
Yeah, the remake of Evil Dead that came out in like 2013.
Never watched
Also-
it because I didn't care.
It didn't do great, but there was a lot of blood, and a girl had to cut off her own ankle, or
Yeah,
cut her
'cause-
foot off at the ankle. It was great.
because they
So, like, was it actually a
tried-
horror movie then?
So, the remake in 2013
Yeah.
and the first attempt at the first movie were meant to be real horror movies.
Yes.
However, Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness they took because the very first one from the 80s was so cheap and corny, but it did well because of the corniness. They ran with the corniness and turned it into like a high budget corny horror movie, and it was amazing. I don't know, I love them for that personally.
Have you ever, Derrick? Have you ever seen the movie Rubber?
The one with what's his face?
The one it's a movie about a tire that kills people.
Oh, I've heard of
No,
that before.
Oh my god.
So
yeah.
I don't like horror movies, to be honest with you.
So, but the thing, like, Rubber is kind of like a joke horror movie to where, like, yeah, it's a sentient tire that goes around and can blow things up with it just facing them, but like it's
Like a
listed as a
small-
horror comedy.
Oh,
Like,
okay, no, I haven't seen it.
it's hysterical.
I don't know, Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness, in my mind, are horror movies for people who don't like horror movies.
That's how I feel about Rubber. It's just a tire that rolls around and things just explode.
I really like the movie Christine. Do you ever watch Christine? It's technically
Never
a horror
heard of it.
movie. Christine is about a horror movie
But, like-
about a car that kills people.
Oh yeah. I was
Liked
that
it,
one came
though.
out like in like the 80s.
Yeah, but I actually like
Yeah.
that movie. Like, I watched it as a kid with no problem.
There's an episode of Supernatural about that too,
It probably was a spoof on Christine.
maybe.
Yeah,
It was
Probably.
it was a racist truck that ran over black people.
Yeah,
Oh.
it does sound like a horrifying spoof.
It was a racist ghost truck that ran over people.
Of course
I
it
should
is.
specify.
Of course it is. Hey, Monster is in chat. Monster, as you're gambling, what's your favorite condiment? That's where today started. As we talk about ghost trucks.
That are racist.
Yeah.
Also, Supernatural had some weirdly like horror episodes.
Yeah. Probably wouldn't watch it then.
The show overall was solid. I liked it.
Yeah, but if you're telling me there's horror in it, I can't watch any of it.
It probably went on a bit longer than it should have.
Isn't
But,
it
like-
still on?
No, it ended last year.
Oh, okay.
Monster said I'm in between ranch and ketchup. Let us know when you make your final verdict.
It ended after 15 seasons.
Damn.
That 15 always sounds like way too many seasons, though.
Yeah, so it was initially meant for 5,
That
and
makes
you
more
can
sense.
you can kind of tell that with the way the 5th season ended. And then they just kept, but the show was so popular they just kept going.
Keep going, yeah.
So like, the first couple seasons after 5 really weren't that good because they kind of weren't really prepared to keep going. But then it picks up again, and then it goes downhill again, and then it picks up again. It goes in waves, as most shows that last that long do. Overall, I liked it. I would rewatch it. Maybe not the full thing, but I would rewatch certain episodes and stuff.
Hmm.
Hey,
We're also-
everyone tells me that I would like it. I need to watch it. It's a lot of commitment to watch a show that long.
Yeah. Especially like the first few seasons are just, or like, so the first 5 seasons are very defined in what they're kind of, sort of. They set up the first like bit is just like episode of the week. They're just doing whatever, and then eventually they set up the actual storyline of what the show is going to be about. But it, like, there's hints of it throughout the first few episodes, especially right at the start.
Hmm.
But they don't actually like delve into that until a bit later. And then it just kind of goes off the rails. But I still enjoyed it, personally. I know a lot of people who didn't. Well, like, they liked the first little bit and then said to just stop watching, but I kept going and thought it was fine.
Pretty rad. Monster on the condiment topic said, I'd probably have to say ranch because I eat a lot of pizza, and he eats his pizza with ranch. And a lot of other things with ranch.
The ranch was like my second pick. Like,
disgusting, personally, but
it's so good. But that's why I picked hot sauce, because I would rather have a world with hot sauce and no ranch than a world with ranch and no hot sauce.
I know people that will eat like a hot wing with ranch.
Yeah.
Or blue cheese. Blue cheese is usually the standard.
Oh god, I hate blue cheese.
There's usually at every place that I know, it's the option between ranch and blue cheese.
Yeah. Same here.
It's always blue cheese here. There's never. It's not an option. It's usually blue cheese, but sometimes it will be ranch instead.
That's interesting. Yeah, because every single wing place here does give you the option between the two. Yeah, a lot of people here, for some reason, like ranch over blue cheese a lot.
Here, let me just pull up Uber Eats here and see what happens.
I'll say, I feel like here it's mostly ranch is the first option, and then blue cheese is an option you can get if you decide to.
Yeah, I think ranch is the more popular choice.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one is served with sour cream, weirdly.
Oh.
So that's just wrong.
No.
I picked the first pub that had wings on their menu.
It's like sour cream. No, sorry, go away. You're not.
So 1 pound chicken wings. Add blue cheese dip, so there's no choice.
Yeah, that's interesting. I wonder again if that is a U.S. versus other places thing.
Yeah, I would say because there's people most people in Europe have not had ranch.
Take a look at this one.
I wonder why things like the ranch industry is so big here.
Classic chicken wings.
And Monster said blue cheese ill.
Agreed.
I know a lot of people that don't like blue cheese.
I mean, cheese is already mold. You don't need to add mold to mold. That's excessive.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah. I don't know. When I could have them both, I definitely preferred ranch.
Yeah.
See, this place. A lot of these
blue
places that I'm looking at are chains, so they'd probably all have the same stuff. Okay, so this place lets me choose between blue cheese or ranch.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Chains makes sense that if you were on a chain, because I feel like a chain would. It depends also which chain, because I wonder.
It's a Canadian chain specifically. Okay. It's called Montana's.
Oh, that's funny that a Canadian chain is called Montana. I guess Montana is.
We also have Eastside Mario's, which is New York East Side. Boston Pizza.
That's really funny.
Is a Canadian chain.
Nice.
I can't think of any other ones off the top of my head, but.
What else did we talk about tonight? A lot of things, Monster. Anywhere from what type of dinosaur would you be to a bunch of would you rathers that I can't remember them all right now.
So we talked about dreams for a while.
We did also talk about dreams. Have you ever experienced sleep paralysis, Monster? That was a big topic for a while.
Yeah. I don't...
Dinosaurs, sleep paralysis. What more could you want from a podcast?
And ranch.
Chicken wings.
And ranch. You're right.
Ranch. Yep.
You have. I'm sorry that you have also experienced sleep paralysis.
Oh, okay. Here's another restaurant that says you can either choose blue cheese or ranch.
Okay. At least they're giving you the option, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just from what I recall, it's either one or the other. It's not both.
You know what's weird? I think ranch is so popular here that people usually say ranch or blue cheese. At least, do you want ranch or blue cheese? Not blue cheese or ranch? I know that might just be a weird thing to point out, but I think people usually say ranch first. That's how light it is. It's sort of like when people say Coke or Pepsi, they always will say Coke first.
Okay, so now, okay.
True.
I guess I just never pay attention to the dipping choices because I don't eat the dip. I just eat the wings.
Yeah.
Because, like, I'm looking at more of these. It's a choice of ranch or blue cheese. Some of them throw in sour cream as an option.
Sour cream, I still think is just wrong.
I'll say that's not an option here.
I think we can unanimously agree.
I don't know why it's an option, but it is.
I'll say, are they throwing that in for the people that think that, like, ranch is spicy or something? Like, there's too many spices. I need sour cream.
This one is also ranch dressing and blue cheese, but keep in mind that in Canada, I don't know how it is in the States, but there's, like, almost every chain restaurant in Canada is owned by one or two parent companies.
Oh.
So, like, they're
Probably.
all...
I don't know.
They would all have similar options on their menu.
Maybe.
Monster said, my sleep paralysis was quite interesting. It only happened once. I don't know if it was sleep paralysis, but I'd assume it was. Well, I mean, Pi and I discussed it. We did have two different experiences that were both classified as sleep paralysis. So there's a shot, like, I had it a few times when I was younger, but, like, I don't remember them as much. This last time when I had it, like, I, like, immediately, once it was over, I was like, my brain was like, oh, you just had sleep paralysis. Like, it was weird that I immediately, like, it clicked.
Yeah.
And I don't really know why it did. But also, I don't know, I didn't look into it enough. I don't know if things like that could be, like, genetic, because my mom also has had sleep paralysis multiple times. So I wonder...
Chicken wings now.
Neither of my parents have... my mom hasn't. My dad might. I can't remember.
You know, fun topic at next family dinner. Have you guys had sleep paralysis? Why are you asking?
Yeah, like, my mom isn't... She doesn't really, like, dream very often. My dad does, so... I'm assuming he might have. I don't know. That's a good question. I gotta ask him.
Monster said, that's the thing nobody in my family has except for older brothers, so it looks like I'm on the chopping block. Let's go. Yeah, my mom is the only one who... This is a weird question. Do you guys think you're more like your mom or your dad? Assuming you grew up in a family of...
This is an interesting question. I have some certain traits of mine that are more like my father's. As much as I don't really want them to be. But I lean more towards my mother in most other ways.
Okay.
Like, I have sort of a lot of similar food tastes as my mother over my father, and I have a lot of my interests are more aligned with hers than my father's.
That's interesting. For me, I think I am a decent, like, hybrid of both. I'd have, like, my dad's more sense of humor. I do look more like my dad.
Yeah, same.
Let's see. But I also... I feel like a lot of things, I do have the negative side of both of them. Like, I have my mom's anxiety. Like, stuff like that. But I wonder if sometimes stuff like that is, like part of, like, the whole nurture versus nature thing, where, like, you pick things up from being around people for so long. But, yeah, I think, like, thought process-wise, it might be more like mi madre, too. I don't know, though. I definitely have my dad's sense of humor. That's the one thing I definitely have. Also, I'm also not like them in a lot of ways. At the same time.
Like who?
This is more of an odd topic, but I was asking if you guys think you're more like your mom or your dad. Of course, assuming
my father.
you. Okay, yeah. Again, assuming people come from that like mother-father family structure.
I'll
Or
say
if you come from a different one,
I'm like I'm not 50-50 between my parents. I'd say I'm like 60-40. Like I'm 60% like my mom, 40% like my dad. Because I definitely have my dad's sense of humor. Him and I have more similar interests than my mom and I do. But like, I don't know, because I am very much split between them, because my mom is pretty introverted and my dad is very extroverted and I'm more extroverted. But I also have the like the way I act around people is more like my mom than my dad. But my dad's like the crazy one. I guess shit, maybe I'm a little crazy. Never mind.
Well, you said it.
Yeah. But my mom, I don't know. I always like to think that I act more like my mom, because my mom's like the very well put together one, and I hope I'm like that. But the more I talk about it, the more I'm like, shit, maybe I'm like my dad.
Do you guys ever have those moments though where you're like, that was my mom?
Yeah, 100%. I'll like stop and I'm like, shit, I sounded so much like my dad right then. I need to stop. But I definitely everyone tells me I look so much like my dad, and I'm like, great, that's what I want to look like, is a bald 53-year-old man. Thank you. But yeah, I mean, I can see it.
Just turn their bald filter on Snapchat.
I look terrible bald, let me tell you. I look
Did you ever send that to us?
Terrible.
You might have. I think you might
individually.
Individually. Yes.
Yeah.
Kyle actually looked fine bald, by the way. Kyle pulled it off.
Thank you.
Monster said, "Dad easily."
I actually did it, didn't you?
Yeah, I was just like, don't think so. However, I just want to double check that this was the bald filter that's going around and not a interesting like choice suddenly. Monster said, "Dad easily body structure is practically completely identical. That is skeletal and appearance-wise." Also, I feel like as if thinking about sleep paralysis could increase the chances of having it. Don't know why, especially if it's something you believe in. I think that's fair. It's sort of that's sort of also like the skeptical whatever of speaking something into me in verse and then happening.
The bald filter also gets rid of facial hair. That's really uncomfortable.
Oh, interesting.
What? No, it didn't.
It does on mine.
Oh, get fucked.
So, Sugar.
Oh, found another one.
Yes.
There it is.
Do you? Yes. So we were talking. Do you think you share more things with your or more like your mom or your dad?
Probably with my mom, because literally all the things that she doesn't fit anymore fits me.
Okay.
For my dad, it's more like I share my utensils, like pencil, paper.
So I more meant like traits wise.
Traits?
Not yeah. So like for example, we were talking about how like for example I share like my dad's sense of humor, but then like I think like emotionally I think I'm more like my mom. I have her anxiety, to be specific, and I did say that before.
Yeah.
Which is great, let me tell you.
The complete opposite of my mom, if I'm gonna be honest.
Okay. So do you think you're more like your dad?
I'm more so like my dad when it comes to arguments. I like to be the middleman, almost like trying to settle things down.
The mediator.
The mediator, almost. I'm usually pretty easygoing, and it's really hard to make me mad unless like you really do something. So it's kind of, I guess that's the one thing similar about me and my mom. Very hard to make either of us really, really mad.
All I know is my gut says
maybe.
Maybe?
Is it so like Monster said, in arguments, I'm the winner. Love the mindset.
If there's a way to be like,
chance,
you know, there can be two peas in the pod kind of thing, and we can work it out. I'd rather opt for that option than be like choose a definite winner in an argument, unless like there is a clear definite winner in the argument.
Yeah.
Like moral, like when we're talking about morally right, you know, like.
Yeah, I
should be correct. And I feel like there is a certain answer that should be, but So a lot of things when we argue, there's always like that gray area. So
My entire life's a gray area.
Oh.
no, it's
Ba-bum.
not true.
But chi.
I did not get athleticism, I guess, from either of my parents because neither of my parents like to do any athletic stuff.
Sheldon, you're not first.
No.
Sheldon, you can pretend to be first. It's okay.
Sheldon, you're first in my heart.
Oh, if we're talking about hearts, that's different. I thought you meant in Twitch chat.
I think you meant in Twitch chat.
You never know, Sheldon. Raffle 6K, no monster.
Yeah. Monster, no. Chrome is not here.
To see it. Just in the picture, by the way.
What picture?
But so like,
Ball Derrick.
I feel like this is maybe. So I never. This is, I guess, just like
I've already closed Snapchat. So.
Maybe I'm not like super self-aware, which maybe this is what that answer is. But I never know how people view me before I said that I'm going to say this statement. I don't know if it would surprise people, but I'm very much the most calm person in my household.
I can see that.
Okay, because I never know how people, for lack of a better term, I never know how people view me. So like, I don't know.
Your family's Italian, right?
Well, my dad's really not Italian. But my mom is, and of course my brother and I are. We're mutts. We're really mutt. We're muddy mutts. I'm like 50 different things. Probably not 50, it's probably more like 20. But like,
I mean, for me, at least with my family, most people see me as like, I wouldn't say them generous, but I'm like the most caring person out of all my family.
I usually take care of whoever's like hurt or sick in the house.
Yeah.
It was really fun. Mom and Dad were both not doing well at the same time for a while. That was fun, I swear. Doesn't give you stress or anything.
Stress? What's that like? I don't know.
See cracks.
I've never heard of stress.
Yeah, no, but like...
Yeah, same.
I think, like... I don't know. Yeah, because... So, and not to give away too much personal information, but there's a lot of arguments in my household, and believe it or not, I'm not the cause of any of them.
Yeah.
I don't doubt that.
Any of them?
I don't... So,
at all?
Unless they're arguing about something I do, I don't cause them.
I'll say to me, Tony, you're definitely a mediator, like not an instigator whatsoever.
Oh, Kyle's mic went away.
Oh. Bye, Kyle, apparently.
Bye.
Bye.
But yeah, okay. That's another thing, though. But like, I just don't sort of... Maybe just a lack of self-awareness that, like, I don't see how... people will see me, so I don't know if that makes sense or not.
No, that totally makes sense.
No, you start all this shit, Tony. Come on.
Really, really try not to. Monster said, I'm not an instigator, right?
Not at all. What do you mean?
Yeah. Sometimes you might give off maybe just a little vibe of instigation, Monster. Just maybe. It's maybe.
I mean, it's not a bad thing. I'm an instigator. I poke. It's a problem.
I wasn't gonna call you out for.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
Is Kyle an instigator?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
There's so
Come on.
much. As you giggle, yeah, you know.
No idea what you're talking about.
I 100 I love you for it, but I know who you are, Kyle. I love and appreciate my Kyle, but I also know who Kyle is. Like we're talking about to the point before where I will watch a video or listen to music, and I could enjoy something and be like, yeah, it's not Kyle's taste. It's like I just sort of know, and I don't really think I'm usually wrong about that. But like, yeah, Kyle's not gonna like it. Send it to him anyway, and then he doesn't like it. Like, it's just like
That bad song that you had us listen to.
Which bad song? There's probably a lot of them.
It was when we were talking about the song that Limbo sent you.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't send that song then.
The other one that you
Did I send
showed
one?
us.
What song did I show you guys?
Great question.
I just remember listening to bad music that night. That's all.
Let me check if I can.
Yeah, if I actually maybe I did, because I definitely remember saying, "Well, Kyle's not gonna like this."
Yeah.
Yeah. What did I send you?
Something that wasn't good. That's all I can say.
I know Kyle's answer over and over again. Oh, the song that was actually supposed to be bad. Yes. Okay.
Wait, is it that one? Or
yeah, probably.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Like, I mentioned the song is bad before sending that one.
Yeah.
Fair.
I like it, but it's bad. You can like bad things.
Yeah. I would say there's music out there that I know is bad, but it's still enjoyable.
Yeah.
But that seems counter. I guess there's movies that are like that.
Yeah, it's so like sort of before you were just saying you liked how bad that the Living Dead was, the Living Dead, whatever it was, movie, Evil Dead, sorry, movie. You liked the first one, you said, right?
Yeah.
And you said it's really bad and
Boomstick.
corny. That's that movie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I have heard that quote
Boomstick.
before.
Yeah. What's the other? There's another quote from that movie that's usually fairly. It's him introducing his store, but I can't remember the exact wording of it.
Okay. Interesting. But yeah, I do think you can like things that are bad, but like, I feel like there's a part of you that knows it's bad though, but like like, but I get some sort of joy out of this.
Also, you got to be aware that it's bad, but still acknowledge that it is,
There are probably things that we all like that are bad, but we don't know it's bad.
Probably.
I was jokingly going to say Valorant, but I know it's bad.
Yeah.
I guess it probably exists, but that's again like a deep question. Be like, what's something you really enjoy? Could it be bad? Probably yes.
I mean, everything's bad to at least somebody in the world, right?
It's true.
It just depends on who you ask.
If you ask enough people.
Yeah.
If you asked us, I bet there's some decent amount of things we wouldn't all unanimously like. Alright. Monster asks, preference between two things, comedy movies or scary? I feel like this has been asked before, but oh well. Definitely comedy movies.
Scary.
I do not like horror movies. I hate horror movies. They're so scary.
But now you know how to get through them, so...
I just have to watch them all on mute.
Exactly.
And then it's
or
just like...
one. Volume one.
Yeah. Frowny face monster, are you a horror movie guy? You love scary movies? Yeah. Okay, you probably agree then.
Monster. Thank you. Somebody else who knows
Derrick
what
and
they're
Kyle, I
talking
believe, would probably be with me in the comedy movie.
Horror movies suck.
Sugar, do you like comedy or horror movies more?
Comedy.
Okay. Are you much of a horror movie person?
If I scream in Scary Movie 1...
Right, you said you... Yes.
What?
Literal comedy.
Yeah, that's a comedy movie.
And I thought that was a scary movie.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh.
I don't think I'll take horror movies.
No.
Well, what about Cabin in the Woods?
I've never watched that.
I don't know what Cabin in the Woods is. Is it a comedy?
The closest thing I've seen to a horror movie, which isn't really a horror movie either, is A Quiet Place, probably.
That is a horror movie, isn't it?
I would consider that a horror movie. It's not like
okay, I couldn't stand that one either. It was a good.
When you say you can't stand it, do you mean you didn't like it, or
oh no,
you
I cried.
Okay, gotcha.
I hated
cried
it
in
because
that
it was
one.
too boring.
Yeah, Quiet
a
Place
lot
was
of
boring.
things.
It was way too boring for me. I was
Quiet
like,
Place would have been better if they could talk.
yes.
No, The way
Also, I
that-
did like that kid getting fucked right at the start of the movie. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was such a good start, and then it was just like immediate drop off the deep end, like so bad.
Okay,
Oh,
so for
that-
someone with no context,
Have you never seen the movie?
no,
Oh, do we want to spoil it? Do you care if we spoil it?
no.
So
You just said something child something fornication, and I'm very uncomfortable.
Oh, okay.
Right
So
now.
I don't mean fucked in that way.
I really was
mean-
hoping you didn't.
Yeah, no,
I mean
no,
fucked
not
in
that
the
way.
like he instantly gets murdered within like 2 seconds of the
Okay.
movie starting.
Sheldon.
Like violent.
Hi.
So the point of the
Violently
movie is
killed.
that there's a bunch of aliens that invaded Earth, but they only react to sound. They're blind and whatever. And so
That's
the
not what I
entire-
thought the movie would be at all.
So the entire point of the movie is that everyone can't talk, nobody can talk or make noise, or else the aliens just leap out and instantly murder you. And then this
Unlucky.
kid, who was like 8 or whatever, who clearly doesn't understand what's going on, picks up a toy and starts playing with it. And it's like a fire truck or something that makes a bunch of loud noises.
Yeah.
And his family's all walking ahead of him, and he's just behind them, and then he starts hitting it, and it makes noise, and then all of a sudden an alien just leaps out and murders him as they're all like, no, don't use the toy, and then, yeah.
Do they say no and also get killed?
No.
No.
No, they stay alive.
Yeah.
Well,
they just
not all of them.
They just think
Well, for
unlucky and
that.
keep moving.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's a perfect excuse to sacrifice all the children.
Yeah.
You would give her to
Didn't
one
the
children
wife
that way.
give birth?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then they had to keep the baby in a soundproof box because otherwise it would
Yeah.
scream.
I was gonna say, like, she gave birth quietly. The amount of
No.
They had
oh.
to create a distraction while she
Oh.
gave birth.
I was gonna say, like, the amount of
Pain. Yeah.
Like willpower.
I was gonna say the willpower there.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't. Okay, all right.
So for me, the movie was incredibly boring. I almost fell asleep, except for 2 parts, and it was that first part where the kid just like gets like swooped up and murdered, and that part was great. And then towards the end of the movie, the main character, she's like running around, and she walks down the stairs and she steps on a rusty nail, like that's sticking out of the stairs, and it goes like straight through her
I
foot.
remember
Loved that.
Ooh.
Loved it. Like that.
You
Actually, I was
you're
like,
just
oh,
there for the violence, aren't you?
Yes.
I
love
did
the
not
Saw
like that.
franchise.
I turned away when that
Oh.
happened.
Saw 8,
I love
huh?
it. Saw 8.
I know there's way too many of them. I
There's-
don't know how
okay.
many of them there
So
actually are.
I think it's 1 through 7,
That's
and then I
too
think
many.
8 is the one named Jigsaw, which I did enjoy Jigsaw. That one
There's
just
too
came out like
many
2
of
years
those
ago.
movies.
They're all so like some of them are better than others, but like they're all pretty good.
1 and 2 were good, and Jigsaw was not good.
I actually liked Jigsaw. The most recent one?
Yeah.
I actually liked it. My dad did not like it. I did.
But
What?
when you say you like it, do you mean like the traps and stuff, or the actual movie and story?
I liked the traps. The like
I feel like-
Yeah, the
story,
traps
I thought
were
could have
cool.
been better.
I think
but the traps
Sheldon's
were
talking
good.
about actually as a movie. At least that's the vibe I got.
Fair. I would say the traps I really enjoyed. The movie as a whole wasn't my favorite of the franchise.
I like Scary Movie 4's take on Saw, where
Oh.
Dr. Phil cut off the wrong foot.
Yeah, that one was good.
That was nice. Monster S. Pie, have you ever watched As Above, So Below?
Yes, I actually really enjoy that movie, which not a lot of people do. Except for one of my best friends. She hates horror movies, but she actually enjoys that one. But it's basically like these American explorers go and explore like underneath, I think it's Paris. Yeah. And they like go like
Why would you go below the French?
I don't know. But yeah, I'll say I've seen it like 5 times too, but it's like that, the same style as Blair Witch Project, where it's like they're holding the cameras and it's like a documentary style movie.
I watched Blair Witch Project and was okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say Blair Witch Project is fine. Like the very last scene is like kind of creepy, but like the rest
That's
of
really,
it's
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
there are a few scenes throughout it that gave me like the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah.
I think like I remember them like just randomly sprinting at night. Like
Yeah.
at one point, I'm like, I didn't like that part. That might be like leading up to that scene anyway. Actually,
I think the Blair Witch Project is less impactful now.
Oh, definitely.
why would you say that?
Because the whole, like, found footage thing is been played
Overdone.
out, right? You kind of expect it.
Okay. I don't watch horror movies, keep in mind, so I didn't even know that was played out.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of horror movies that are made to be like, this actually happened. This is a
There was
documentary.
a found footage style thing that happened recently that got me. I thought it was real.
Antrim?
What's it called? Paranormal Paranoids, I think it was called.
Oh.
That's pretty cool. They're making a movie of it now. It was just this web series.
Okay.
Kind of like the Blair Witch Project, where they had like newspaper clippings and all that kind of stuff about these people that were lost in the woods. And then the movie came out.
I'll say, has anybody here heard of Antrim?
No.
I don't. I, again, like the plague.
Fair
Avoid
enough.
all of these.
It's not a very well known
I get
one.
scared
It's
at the premise
basically-
in movies.
Yeah. Well, it's like it's kind of like a real life movie that kills people. So it was an actual movie that was released in, I think, the 70s or 80s in Europe somewhere.
Oh, I hate that.
And the first release of it, the movie theater actually burned down, killing like I think 50 some people.
And you watched it?
Well, it gets better. So then the movie was like destroyed, and then a copy got found, got submitted to a few different like 3 or 4 different festivals in the United States, and the people who watched the movie, like 6 people who watched the movie just to make sure it was good enough for the festival, ended up dying within the next 48 hours.
No.
And then they really thought they lost all of them, and then a couple years ago somebody found the movie.
And you
And
watched it?
I watched it, yeah.
I know.
A friend and I watched it.
No, have you heard from
So-
the friend recently?
yes, I did hear from him
Okay.
like yesterday.
Oh.
So the like
No, this
the-
makes
it's
me
actually-
uncomfortable on so many levels.
It's really interesting though, because of the psychology behind it is
Hmm.
like they talk about it, like in the movie they like bring in a bunch of experts and they like talk about it, but it's basically throughout the entire movie there is a sound frequency that your ears do pick up but your brain doesn't register it, like it's low enough to where like you can't hear it, but that frequency has been known to cause anxiety and uneasiness in people. So the whole movie you're hearing this frequency that like is designed to make you uncomfortable and basically panic. And like I'm not the person where like I feel uneasy after horror movies. Like I could watch 3 horror movies and like go out for a walk in the woods at night, I'd be
I'm
fine.
uneasy during this conversation.
I'm sorry. I'm almost done. But even after that movie, I had a hard time sleeping that night because like it just was like that feeling of like unease. I don't really know how else to say it. But like once you learn the psychology behind it, it's really interesting.
I'm sure it is interesting, but I keep checking behind me.
Like
We're just talking about horror
Lavender
movies.
Town theme,
Yeah.
the whole frequency thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that does make me uncomfortable as well. Tony have a movie night and just watch Veronica on Netflix.
Oh.
It's not that scary, like scary movie.
No,
He's
don't watch
lying to me, isn't he?
Veronica. He's lying to you. Don't watch Veronica.
Yeah.
Veronica is one of those movies that like a lot of people who like horror movies say that it scares them.
So, Monster, I'm not overreacting here when I say the last times I've watched horror movies, I've gone at least 3 nights without sleeping.
Oh.
So
I like horror movies a lot. And I
Same.
think the only one that got me recently, well, not recently, but the only one that really got me was Sinister.
Sinister is literally my favorite movie of all time.
The lawnmower scene, I was
That's
not
my-
expecting that.
I
Literally my favorite scene in the whole movie.
Yeah.
It's so good.
dude, so Monster said, well, here's the reason I say Veronica. All right. I guess I'm listening. I'm not gonna watch it, but I guess I'm listening. No, not only is it listed as the scariest on Netflix, but it's also one of the top scary. Then why would you say for me to watch it?
Tony, I'm being a good friend here. Do not watch that movie.
No, I wouldn't. I like anything as a horror tag is not coming on. And you said you watch scary movies on mute. This is only translated purely from Spanish to English. Yeah, but it's not just the people talking. It's like the atmospheric sounds that get me too. So you read it all. No.
See,
I'm
that's
still
the reason
not
why
interested.
I haven't watched it. I haven't watched it because if it's a horror movie, I want to focus on what's happening. I don't want to read, you know? And it's an English movie that they just put, or a Spanish movie that they put English subtitles on. And I don't want to read a horror movie. Like, I want to focus on what's actually happening.
Yeah. So just like I can hear the premise of a horror movie and then not sleep that night.
I am so sorry, Tony.
There's a shot that I'm not sleeping tonight. Is what I'm also trying to get at.
It's literally just the psychology of sound frequencies that freaks people out about that movie. That's literally all it is.
That's fair.
And also, the movie theater thing, like, they all got drugged, and that's why, like, people started fires. And it was, it wasn't like, the movie doesn't actually kill you, obviously. It's just...
I feel like there's a movie about that.
Hysteria. That's all it is. It's just...
Nah.
Yeah.
I'm also said, see, that's the thing. I thought the same thing, but it was actually good. Horror movie bad.
Maybe I should watch it.
I don't think I would actually. It's got a Conjuring mixed with slight sinister and Ouija combined kind of vibe. Pi can translate.
I mean,
if I would watch Pi watching the movie.
Just watch my face.
Yeah. Well, and if you like little kid tell me like what happened in every scene, and I don't have to watch it or listen to it.
There you go.
I would probably be better with that.
I could do that.
Maybe you act it all out. It won't be scary.
I'll say I acted out with like Bear. I use Bear as like
that. That just warms my heart, and it's just like, and he goes and it's this little bear like
Exactly. There you go.
See that I can get behind.
And then you can say that you quote unquote watched Veronica. It's a win-win. Yep.
And he said kind of Poltergeist too, if depending on how you look at it.
Okay.
See, like I
haven't seen Poltergeist.
I like movies, but horror
okay.
is just the genre that like I can't get into no matter how hard I try.
And that's okay,
I just can't because probably one of the worst parts about it for me is after the movie's already over. I can't.
Yeah.
I don't know how to stop things from playing in my brain. Even when I try, like, think about other things, it just overpowers. And my imagination just keeps going in a bad way. I couldn't shower after the last horror movie that I didn't sleep for 3 days. I also didn't shower with my eyes closed for like a month or two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, but also, like, if you weren't exposed to them when you were younger in any form, it's probably more difficult to get into them now. Because I've been watching scary movies since my mother approved of that. But, I mean, at my 13th birthday party, I made all of my friends watch The Ring and The Grudge, and they hated me. But I had a great time. They were my favorite movies.
Great time.
Yeah, little 13-year-old me was just like sitting there watching the gore. I was like, hell yeah, and all my friends were like screaming and crying.
Yeah, I would have been your friends.
Yeah, it was a good time.
From the sounds of it, Sheldon and Monster would have been very much enjoying it with you.
Yeah.
Yes, I like horror.
At least there's somebody now who like understands. Because it's always...
Thank you, Kyle.
Come on, Kyle, Sinister wasn't that bad, right? Like,
Kyle didn't watch Sinister, are you crazy?
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh. You're not crazy for that reason then, Pi. Continue.
Yeah.
I want to know what Sheldon's favorite condiment was, though.
Oh.
Condiment?
What's your favorite condiment?
General or specific?
Just general.
General, mustard.
Hell yeah.
What kind of mustard?
Whole grain.
Oh.
The disappointment in
What's
Kyle's
whole
voice.
grain mustard?
Hipster shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Brown.
I was just gonna
Never-
hope you're gonna say yellow mustard. Yeah.
Alright,
Never
fine.
opened this
Do you want me to say Heinz mustard?
Could you say honey
I
mustard
actually like
instead?
Heinz mustard. It's good.
Yeah, not French's mustard. Heinz mustard.
So the real shit is the no-name mustard that you buy for $1.
Hell yeah.
It tastes exactly the same as name brand mustard, but it costs $1.
Can we bring back purple ketchup, please?
No, that's just weird.
No.
Didn't get it.
It was just off-putting.
It also
didn't-
tastes like plastic.
I just didn't understand why people were so offended by it.
Because it tasted bad.
Yeah, it tastes bad.
I had like different. Was that like when McDonald's did it,
No,
or was that somewhere else?
It was. I
Well,
don't know.
McDonald's.
Heinz?
I think McDonald's
was
did
Heinz.
green ketchup, and everyone hated it. And I tried it, and I'm like, "This is ketchup. What do you?" There's no taste difference. It's just ketchup. You people who see color.
Yeah,
Crazy.
I think it was entirely a response to what their eyes were seeing. Their eyes were saying, "No, this isn't ketchup," and so to them it tasted different.
Yeah.
I wonder if I tried purple ketchup if it tastes different to me.
Maybe it was just the Heinz that was like really bad. I don't know. What brand was it?
I thought it was it not Heinz?
I thought it was
know.
Heinz, but I could be. I don't know.
I don't know. I thought it was some random company that had just come out.
Oh, it was Heinz. It was Heinz Easy Squirt.
Yeah. There we go.
They had a. They had.
Easy squirt.
Please don't say that ever again.
I mean, they had red, which is just regular ketchup, and then they had purple and green.
Yeah.
Wait, somebody put a picture of Nickelodeon slime sauce that looks like it's like Walmart brand, and it's tomato like ketchup, but it's green.
So I wonder, like,
Recent.
it's so like. This might just be a weird topic because I'm colorblind, but like, it's such an interesting like thing to me that like you guys like, or people just in general, like can look at something colored differently and it tastes different. Like to me, that like it's so hard to wrap my mind around just because
Who the fuck said? Was it Colin that said the Skittles are all the same flavor? Who did that?
They are.
they're
Doesn't
not.
No, they're not.
They're really not.
I can taste the difference between them.
Yeah, but I don't have a nose, right?
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
You don't taste half the flavors anyway, then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, apologies. I think it might have been Colin at one point, yeah. Zell put in chat, easy,
Gummies.
and
Oh.
yeah. Gummies, yeah. Zell, what's your favorite condiment? But yeah, yeah, it's such a interesting concept to me. Like, it's hard to wrap my mind around because like there's no is tuba a condiment? No, Patrick.
I hate that my mic is picking up my fan.
Oh, it's your number one fan, Kyle. Number two. I'm your
It's
number
actually
one
not.
fan.
It's my number 2 fan. My number one
I'm
fan's
your
my
number one
bad.
fan. No, it's me.
Oh, okay.
They can move down to 2 and 3. Mayonnaise then.
Oh,
Interesting.
Jesus.
Are you saying mayonnaise because mayonnaise is an instrument meme, or is it actually mayonnaise? Just curious. Are you continue with the SpongeBob references?
Also, I would like to know if Zell likes horror movies or scary movies at all.
Zell, do you like horror or scary movies? We are asking you a lot of questions.
Yeah, sorry.
How
Yeah,
awkward
Tony,
would it be if you just went AFK after?
yeah. That's bad. I do that too sometimes. But Tony, if I ever find a scary movie that I watched that I think you would enjoy, you probably wouldn't enjoy it. Never mind. I'll just yeah.
Nightmare on Elm Street. It's more of a
No.
comedy now.
No.
Nowadays
He
it
scares
is. Like
me.
all of those movies from the 80s are all pretty comical.
It's
in my
actually
eyes.
mayonnaise. The reference is a build-up. Yeah. Okay. Nice. I think hipster mustard. I was a good barbecue sauce. Hot sauce. Yellow mustard. Sugars was honey
Different kind of hipster.
beer mustard.
Yeah.
Yes. I've had beer cheese, like beer cheese dip, but I've never had a honey beer mustard.
Dijon mustard is a close second.
Yeah.
And Zoe, do you like horror movies? You do like Phasmo. So I wonder if horror movies are something you like. Sure, I don't mind horror, though I find a lot of movies aim for scare over story quality. That's
Oh,
probably fair.
100%. That's why there's a lot of bad horror movies out there.
Yep.
I probably would be able to get into a horror movie more if it were story based.
Okay.
Sinister is really
Scary.
good, but way too scary for Tony.
No.
Was that the one where you just moved in the end?
Wait, which one?
Is that the one with the writer?
Yeah.
He just moves? The only smart person in a horror movie ever?
I'm not gonna ruin it, Tony.
I don't want to
no.
know anything about it, but
Okay.
because like it's always that joke where it's like, oh shit, house is haunted. I'm just moving.
Fair.
I'm
That'd
dead
be
inside, so the horror aspect doesn't matter as much. Fair. Same with horror games. Most are just bad games with jumps. Huh. Phasmophobia scared the hell out of me.
I would say, Tony, would you ever play Phasmophobia with me?
Puzzle
yeah.
game.
Really?
I used to play with Zell all the time.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
But Zell doesn't Zell doesn't like me anymore. By that, Zell doesn't play Phasmo with people and/or at all anymore. I
People
believe.
suck.
Yeah, I don't blame. We would just slow Zell down first of all. But like, I feel so comfortable with Zell that it's such like a bad like thing for me that Zell is like the only person I felt comfortable in the game with. That I'm like, all right, never played Phasmo again. I felt so cozy around Zell. We couldn't make
That's
a good
fair.
story. We'll just skin it as spooky. Fair. But yeah, Zell's the only like person I've really ever felt like I'm okay now. This is fine. Phasmo was good because though I didn't find the game scary, but would figure out what room the ghost is in Ira after playing fucked with you like that. Ah. Fair. True.
See, Zell knows their stuff. They know.
Yeah, Zell is very good
Zell
at
gets it.
Phasmo. Yeah. Zell's the only person like I've ever felt comfortable playing with. Anyone else I played with would leave me for dead.
Oh.
I played with Mark once and he just left me for dead.
Oh.
His entire crew wouldn't go in the house ever, including him, I think. Or maybe he did. But then as soon as like it was ready time, everyone was like, nope.
But that's the whole point of the game is
Yeah.
to go in the house.
Also, when I played with Ferric and a few of his friends, they all abandoned me as well.
Oh. Poor Tony. I wouldn't abandon you, don't worry.
Thank you. I like playing with Sheldon too, but Sheldon is fun to play games with, but he's not the safety blanket that Zell is to me. Sheldon would probably willingly throw his life away at a ghost, but
Yeah. You gotta get the good shot. I'm sorry.
I just imagine Sheldon shit talking the ghost the entire time.
That's exactly what. Yeah, Zell does that, and it's beautiful. Zell is the only person I've ever had confidence with as well, talking to the ghosts.
Oh, okay.
I once asked. So, have you guys ever seen the movie Brave, the Disney movie?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Okay. At least Pi has. So this reference works for exactly one person. Thank you. I asked a ghost if he had the chance to change your fate, would you? And then it attacked immediately.
Oh.
So no. The answer was no.
The answer was definitely no.
But like Phasmo is different for me because I think I can play Phasmo. I've never, knock on wood. I've never played Phasmo and then like say had a nightmare because of it.
Okay.
I think there is a separation for me in like the game world than there is like in movie world, which I guess doesn't make a lot of sense. But
No, it does, because when you're playing a scary video game compared to watching a movie, like when you're playing the game, you're in control of what happens. When you're watching a movie, it's, letting, like, not knowing what's going to happen and not having any control over what happens, I think is what gets people sometimes too.
So you should try VR Phasmo? Kappa, no. Zell, I refuse.
It's
I would love that.
It's so broken. You have more arm.
Yeah. You could carry
you have
more
arm.
right?
Yeah, you can carry more.
Okay.
You have more arm, yes. Watching them play in VR was interesting. Very interesting.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody play Phasmo in VR. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, Zell said you can have 4 active items.
Seems legit.
Aw, who's that? Who's my cousin over there? The one in the trash can.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Must be at the family reunion. I see trash. It's me.
Where's the fish going?
What do you mean?
Running.
Uh-huh.
The first time I played was VR. That's classic. Zell, no. Well, actually, if you played in VR for the first time, the normal game probably wasn't that bad after.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I played in VR the first time too.
Oh.
It was spoopy.
Interesting.
But that's before I found out the game was a puzzle game.
Ah.
Yeah, or maybe that's also why, like, to me, it's not as scary. It's just because, like, well, you can just figure out these few things and you know which ghost it is. All right, bye.
Have a good time. Oh my god. McKinnis.
Yeah.
Where are they? Actually, the 2 emotes that she had done that
I don't know if I've...
like actually look really good. Like they're pretty good quality.
I was gonna say, I don't know if I've seen them, actually. I probably have. That was actually good. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the other 2,
Interesting.
Just, yeah.
Zell said, Kyle still heard my first time playing Pancake solo. I couldn't re-enter the house. That's how I play Phasmo, though. It's like, I go in the house once, and it's like, okay, Zell's in there. I can do it. Zell's not there. I can't do it! Yeah. I would try to play Phasmo.
That's all I need.
Yeah, I would
That's all
try.
I need.
Can't guarantee more than a game.
That's fair.
However.
You know what? I appreciate that you're willing to even try. So.
And Zell, didn't they updated Phasmo, like, definitely a lot since the last time I played. Zell, are you on, like, the group, though, that, like, says that they kind of ruined it? If not kind of. A lot. Because I know, I've seen videos of, like, I never can pronounce his name. Isum, or whatever his name is, and, like, Dust the Viking.
Isum or something like that?
Yeah, talking about, like, that they didn't like whatever updates happened to the game. I don't know if that is the same for you, Zell?
Gotta love that stream delay.
Yeah, that's why I always, when I ask a question, I always just like keep asking it like in different ways to describe it.
Yeah.
In my opinion, they made the game much better for most players. They fixed everything I liked about it. Oh.
Keyword most players.
So, one thing that I liked about the game is that I think there were only like 2 ghosts that you couldn't outrun. If they fix that, I don't know if I want to play.
Like you can't outrun most of them.
Yeah, like if you can't outrun all of them now, basically, no thank you.
I see.
Because like that was like, I didn't mind playing the bigger maps because I'm like, I could just sprint away.
Yeah.
As I'd probably do in real life. Too much RNG to ghost F, so it's much easier for clueless new players to survive, and I die half the time the RNG.
Makes sense.
There used to be, like, Zell had it, like, to a science, basically, what would happen. Like, I think there was, like, a thing where certain ghosts would, like, target, like, the first player that loaded in first, and it was always Zell. So, like, in a situation where, like, we had that ghost, it would target Zell, so we knew, like, myself and Sheldon would be safe to go do a thing.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Oh, that was old Banshee. Okay. Yeah, that could be for so long ago, Zell, to you, but, like, to me, it's more of, like, a fresh memory. No more going over 100 levels without death. Oh. Easy. Yeah, I like that because it was just like, alright, it's not gonna go after you. Sweet. Love it. I enjoy this game. I like when I know I'm safe.
Yeah.
Because that actually was back when I was on the laptop. So I never would even be close to the first one loaded in. Everyone would be loaded in for like a minute or two, and then I'd load in. Have I played Phasmo on this computer?
Probably not. It's been a long time since I played too.
I'm gonna look at last time I played Phasmo. I think I have at least once, because I last played it March 21st, and I've had this computer since December. So I definitely played it at least one time. But still, March is many months that I have not touched it.
I didn't even know what Phasmo was back in March.
I had a lot of fun, like, around Halloween.
Oh,
with it.
Hey, it's spooky season already.
Spooky season. I remember getting chewed out for saying that it was too early for Halloween in August before.
Yeah, people don't mess around with Halloween.
It's like, come on, it's not the month before. It's the month before the month. Give me a break here.
Yeah, I think August is a little too early.
Thank you.
But September and all of October.
Like, you're not gonna, Yeah, Zell's true. Zell was a Phasmo strummer for too many buds.
Oh wow!
I really enjoyed your Phasmo content. Zell, I think I would enjoy you playing pretty much anything though. Zell, you could probably. What is like a really bad game? Bad Rats. You could play Bad Rats, and I'd have a great time.
I streamed that for Ashley and Kyle. Kyle didn't show up.
Yeah.
What did you?
You didn't show up to my Bad Rat stream.
When was it on? Oh, there was the one that was literally like 10 minutes.
It was 4 minutes and 28 seconds. The game crashed and I gave up.
Yeah.
I believe Zell said, like, love to that. And yeah, Evo's Bad Rats Strem was Pride Pog. Sure.
The game is so bad. I forgot how bad it was.
It's
Why
really.
are you streaming now?
Why am I not streaming now?
Yeah.
Might be
Bad Rats. Doesn't Bad Rats have multiplayer?
No.
But I might be weirded out if someone else was streaming the podcast. To be fair, I'd be like,
Excuse
"Excuse
me."
me."
Have TeamSpeak voice go through it.
Yeah, just me speaking.
Okay, fair. That'd be different. Yeah, I got so randomly lucky to see it. That's perfect. Well, yeah, I mean, sometimes Twitch notifications don't even go out for that long.
Yeah.
So there's a shot that like if people didn't. Yeah, sometimes people don't get notification. Like I've had streams where the notification hasn't gone off for like what felt like 10 minutes.
What is single player? Why did I think it was multiplayer?
I don't know.
I don't know what I want to do.
Your best.
You
No,
want to play
definitely
Valorant?
Well, so I just looked over and we've hit the 3-hour mark on the podcast. So thank you all for being on tonight's podcast. Thank you all for participating in chat. Love you all, and we will catch you guys next time as soon as little baby Pickle Weasel and Wickle Peasel appear in the Twitch chat. They're little babies. They're very cute. Baby. That's not even, that's adorable, but that's not. Alright, see you guys next time. Bye!